Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the Most Underrated Podcast, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dal Palantonio chilling across from me, JJ Stringstein here at the end of the table. What up, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. I'm excited to hear about this Stevie Wonder. I'm still jelly. Sitting here right now, Most Underrated Studios, I'm jelly still.
Well, I actually meant to play REO Speedwagon, and it put on CCR on my iTunes. So we're just going to...
I like CCR as well.
Whatever. I'm actually going to see REO Speedwagon this weekend.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually going there in a Speedwagon with REO written on the side.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have taken my Camaro.
No.
And a denim jacket. But...
You don't know, but that's an L on the way out because I'm in a Speedwagon. Seeing Speedwagon, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, this was supposed to be them, but this is CCR instead.
Okay.
Most Underrated Podcast. Tons of topics for you as always. Should we start with the Stevie show? No, let me hear about your date night first.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you about the Stevie show. Because the Stevie show, there was quite a bit going on there.
Was there?
Yeah. And I want to hear, and I saw your Twitter.
Yeah.
You had a record amount of likes on that photo.
I did.
You and your lady.
It must have been the out of bail or off of bail comment.
Either that or a lot of dudes like your lady.
That's good too.
One of the two.
That's good too.
That means...
Boost her confidence.
Because I got about 15 messages like, Dal outkicked his coverage here. What's this guy doing? How did he get that girl? What's going on?
Fair enough.
Damn.
Fair enough. Yeah, even AP hit me up and was like, yo, man, you have a good one on your hands there. I'm like, all right, well, sounds good. Yeah. You know what? It never hurts to have a little woman validation.
Exactly.
Never hurts.
Exactly. It's always nice.
That
you know
is
you're
good.
doing something right.
Yeah, it is
Even
right.
if you are in the house.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All
but
the time.
How was the date night? Where'd you guys go? What'd you do?
Yeah, so I was out on bail, and Robin got us... I was out on bail, and Robin got us a little nice date night at Stranahan's, which is a single malt whiskey distillery down here local. Yeah. It's Santa Fe I-25, right off the highway there. Man, beautiful, beautiful place, dude. They do
right over by my old crib, that one right there, right?
Bet.
Yeah,
over
right across
Kalamath.
the street from the Denny's I used to frequent.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, dude, those ladies loved me. I missed that Denny's. They took such good care of me.
Huh,
Older Hispanic ladies, greatest, dude. Greatest.
That Denny's was like my 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, dude, same thing, yeah.
Okay.
I would just go there by myself.
Yeah.
Pull out the iPad or the phone, newspaper, whatever, do some research, eat breakfast, just get ready for the day. It was, I missed that.
That's the place.
That was a routine for me. That was such a routine for me. I'm so sad.
Nice. That's sick.
But yeah, so right across the street from there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what she put together was, not only did we just go, there was actually an event there. So the event was this. There was a 20 to 25 minute tour of the distillery, which is always fun, right? To kind of see their lineage, where they come from, how they started, how long they've been doing it, and some of the materials they use. This actual whiskey distillery in Denver was ahead of the curve. So they actually bought a lot of their equipment from Kentucky, obviously quintessential whiskey capital down in that area, right?
Of course.
And they kind of started this whole thing in 2004. And at the time that they were buying a lot of this equipment, nobody else was really distilling at that time. You had your main players, like this place, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels.
Cheap as hell to get the...
Yeah, it was cheap as hell. But what else I noticed was, at the time, the equipment that they had built was like state of the art. Nobody was building the equipment that they wanted, the specs that they needed to do what they wanted in the volume.
Okay.
So that was cool. And number two, what else I learned was, this was back in 2004. Now, to get this type of equipment to do this type of volume that Stranahan's has, it's a 3 to 4 year wait list. That's how big distilleries have got now in Colorado.
Wow.
He said there was over 150 just in Colorado now, distilleries.
Wow.
2004, this was the only one.
And we kind of talked about that, how just like the whiskey and the craft beer scene and all that stuff has just come up crazy here in Colorado. And I feel like before weed and before maybe craft beer or this, kind of whiskey scene stuff, Colorado didn't really have an identity as far as we still don't really have our own
just
food.
like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we just take everyone else's shit all the time.
Yeah.
We had some pretty good Mexican food, I'll say that.
Yeah, but it's a more Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not your traditional Mexican food. There is it's out there. I'm not saying it's not out there, but I wouldn't say we're the best place to get Mexican food in the country.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say we're known for that. I wouldn't say we're known for any specific type of food. The only thing we're really known for is screwing up every pizza because we have high altitude and the pizzas don't cook correctly. The bread doesn't cook correctly.
Nothing correct.
Yeah, you don't get what you get on the East Coast. Like you go to Philly, you go to Jersey, you go to New York, you get it. The bagels are different. The pizza's different. It's just so different. High altitude cooking sucks. If you guys don't live here around here, you notice on your actually maybe they don't have that on their packaging in other parts of the country. We have high altitude instructions. When I buy a box of muffins, it has high altitude instructions for me to cook those muffins on. So we just don't. We're not really known.
You wouldn't believe how long I struggled just to make cookies as a kid because they would always turn out as this like literal pancake instead of just a normal freaking cookie.
You have to be such a proactive cooker. You have to be watching. You have to be monitoring. There's no timers. Your timer is your eyes watching the shit and just kind of saying, "Oh, it's about time." It's something that you start feeling in your heart, but it takes years. But I think Colorado's always kind of been known for the mountains and maybe a fit
just
state.
Nature. I think
we're one of the most fit states ever.
I think we were number 1 year.
Yeah,
for sure.
Multiple years probably in a row, I think. But yeah, you're right on that. So I think that's kind of been our identity: the beauty, the Rocky Mountains, as Harry would say. Harry, it's the Rockies.
It's the Rockies. I thought the Rockies were a little rockier than this.
Yeah.
You are one pathetic loser.
That John Denver's full of shit.
I think I got
John Denver's full of
shit,
man.
Yeah,
good one.
There you go.
So I think, and distilleries, you look at 04, I mean, that was, not a lot of people were doing that, obviously, especially here in Colorado. But then I think craft breweries and craft beer kind of evolved and started, that was going on well before distilleries. I think that's kind of a newer thing here. So yeah, that was pretty cool to hear that. But 3 to 4 year wait list before you can get some of these things even made now, which just says like, hey, everybody's kind of doing it. It's kind of one of those trendy things. But that being said, so after the tour, it was cool. So when you first walk in, they have a bunch of like appetizers and finger foods, cheeses and meats, and I forget what they call those.
Go well with the
meat
whiskey.
And cheese boards. There's a fancy name for it. Robin, it'd be cool if she was here to fact check me.
Right.
But yeah, it's like this platter of meat and cheeses, and it's something board is what they call it, but it's a fancier name for it. But they had a bunch of finger foods there, and then you do the tour. And then after that, you go into your class. And this class was literally how to make these 2 separate cocktails. And I think one was like a Tom Collins, and then this one was like this special edition, cocktail that this place only makes. And they were using like rhubarb bitters and some of this crazy stuff. So I learned how to shake. Cocktails. I'm not a big cocktail guy. I'm a beer guy, So I learned how to shake properly. I learned, I learned how to mix things. It was really, really cool,
so you got
man.
The full deal.
So you ready to bartend?
Not yet. Not yet. But I'll tell you, man, being entertaining like I think we are at times, I think we'd kill it.
Oh, dude.
I think I'd have to be single.
Yeah. Oh.
If I was going to be a bartender, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't have a relationship.
Why not?
Oh, man, you talk about Doghouse Dal. I'd be locked up for years. There's no way I could have a relationship, man. Because that
cheat
flirting,
on your lady,
no,
though.
I wouldn't cheat. But I think all that flirting and the talking and having to come home super late nights, having my lady worry, be concerned.
It wouldn't be fun.
Like I don't want to put anybody through that. I wouldn't want to put anybody through that.
Right.
I think, because I wouldn't want to be put through that necessarily.
Here's what it would have to be. You'd have to be in a position that you'd have to be in a different position. You'd have to be in a position where this is my lady. We already know we're going forward. No matter what, we're pushing through. Like we've hitched our wagons to each other. No one is going anywhere. Yeah. Nothing is happening. I'm going to work at this bar for an 8 month to a year period. I know this is the amount of money I need to make at this bar.
Yeah.
And I'm going there for that purpose, to knock this out. Not a situation where you just go there to pick up a job and then you kind of like it and play. I mean, we're on it. Well, for one, we're getting too far down the road to be doing that in life anyway. We need to start having some plans and some. We shouldn't be just be getting jobs to get jobs.
Yeah,
you should go into a job, especially if it's a side hustle or a side job, you should go in there knowing, all right, I need to make this much money. That's what I need to put towards this business I want to start or towards this thing or whatever. And that's where it should start. And that's why you should be getting that job. And that's why I think it would work if you're in that position. If you're just in there like, oh, I'm just trying to make as much money as I can, talk some hot bitches.
I want to be a part of the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to do, I want that nightlife, that night scene.
Then it's a different.
Then you got an issue for sure.
So it depends on where you're at, man.
But I think there's probably good money in it. And
for sure.
You know, I think it'd be cool.
I've talked to bartenders because I valeted, and we talked back and forth. And he was like, yeah, on an average night, I would make $300 to $500 in tips. I'm like,
dude, and you double that probably on the weekends, and especially if it's like a really nice club or bar, you know, very hoity-toity. What'd you say, bougie?
Bougie.
As you'd call Rob and I?
Bougie. You guys are a little bougie, yeah.
For sure.
It's like the bougie spots.
But I think it'd also be cool. You know, I like to entertain. We don't have many get-togethers at the house. Now we might, now that the kitchen's done.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're going to start having some people over. But again, that planning thing, I'm not very good at that. For somebody like you, I got to plan. I got to tell you weeks in advance.
Yes.
You got too much shit going on.
Yes.
We're going into Thomas the Franchise's busy season.
It is.
Dude,
Summertime is so...
I ain't going to see you anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know?
You'll see me.
But yeah, so getting back to that real quick so we can kind of wrap that up. Learn how to make some cocktails. I believe the whole thing cost us about, I think it was like $60 to $80, not per person. That's what it cost total. So you got finger foods, great appetizers, a great atmosphere, a sick ass tour, that was my favorite part actually.
The tour,
and then obviously being able to bond with your lady or your dude, whatever you decide to do, or whoever you decide to take, even your homie, get to make some cocktails together. And I'll tell you, you end up having it about 4 drinks. And, you know, if you didn't eat anything except for those appetizers that day,
you might be a little smoked.
Yeah,
dude.
The buzz is real.
I have friends up in Colorado Springs who, you know how Coors gives out 2 beers if you take a tour?
I think it's 3. It's 3 beers.
Either 2 or 3, either way.
They started charging for that. Did you know that?
I know. We talked about it, but I know some guys up from mines who would literally go in with an empty stomach just to get those 2 or 3 free beers and then just get drunk as hell and then go to class.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of tight.
There's no... I don't like drinking.
Some of the smartest kids on this planet are just getting wasted before class.
Gotta get that free buzz.
I don't like drinking on an empty stomach. It shit makes me sick.
Yeah.
Well, like the whole idea
I'm not
is
a big
just
drinker
like
anymore anyway.
Be able to maximize the potential of the alcohol.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Girl,
that
you
sounds
got
awful
me twisted, babe.
That is getting twisted. That would be twisted
little
up.
Keith.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a good night, man. Robin and I don't take a lot of pictures together. So, when that picture that I posted, she was really, really happy about that photo. And then it was a photo where we were genuinely like excited.
Happy?
There's times where I've gone to a restaurant where it's too bougie or not what I want. And you know, it's a fake smile. Yeah. You can really tell. You know, authentic smile versus not.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I was really happy to be there. I was a little, my eyes were a little closed because, you know, that buzz had just set in just a little bit. So,
looked like you had smoked some weed, but you didn't smoke any weed.
Yeah, it's like
alcohol's kicking in.
I would say some mild allergies maybe to the alcohol. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't just mow the lawn, that's for sure. But, dude, it was good to have that picture. And I'll tell you, we don't take enough pictures, man.
I know. We don't either.
Robin and I are going to try to get better about that. Not that I'm going to flood my Twitter with a bunch of stupid pics. And not they're stupid, babe.
Jeez.
They're not stupid. But just, I always got to ruin it. God dang. But I don't want to flood my Twitter with them. But I think the memories, you know, especially good memories like that. Dude, that was a hell of a cool date night, man.
Well, especially you look good. We talked about that before.
Look good, feel good.
Dude, me and my girl take pictures and we look at it and we're like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah.
Is this
how do
what
I look
we're looking like?
How do I look so tired?
We got hit by a bus.
I'm surprised somebody doesn't kill me because I look like a zombie.
Right.
What's going on?
Do my eyes really look like that? Do my face look like that? With my nose looking like that? What is going on? I'm not feeling like that, but that's how I'm looking?
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling after I see the picture.
Yeah. How old am I? Jeez.
Yeah. So it's tough, dude. It's really tough to take pictures. We're going to be...
you got to stage that shit.
Yeah, dude.
You do.
We do. Yeah, top of mind though.
And don't be afraid. We learned this. I think actually the people that we sat next to, which we had no idea who they were, you just kind of get sat with people because this distillery is very, very small. But I think we actually asked somebody to take or they actually offered.
Yeah.
You don't turn that down. Don't be trying to be go-go gadget arms and trying to do your own selfies. Yeah. Dude, have somebody else take the photo for you. Yeah. And it turned out to be a great photo. We're super pumped on it. So don't be afraid to say yes.
That's funny. That leads perfectly into the Stevie show.
Nice.
So check this out. Someone next to us is taking a selfie photo, right?
Right.
Roselli of course, goes, "Hey, why don't you ask him to take it? Why don't you take the photo for him? What are you doing?" Starts like pushing me towards him. Ask him to take the photo. Stop it. Take the photo. And I'm like, you stop it. Maybe they don't want the photo taken.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to do selfie mode. Did they ask me? Did they ask anyone around? Did they look around and be like,
what
were they looking like they wanted someone? That I was like, unless they have a Kodak, an old winder joint.
35 millimeter.
Unless they got one of those.
Yeah.
Don't ask them to take the photo. A lot of people want to take selfies these days. That's what they want to do. It's part of the look they want for the photo.
Personal.
You know how many I've got, and I'm telling you this, I'm telling Roselli this at the show, and I was like, I'm telling you this because I can think of at least 3 instances where I've been embarrassed because I go up, "Oh, hey, do you guys want me to take it for you?" And they look at me like I'm a monster. Like, "Nah, we're good, dude. Fuck out of here. What are you doing? Like, back off, dude.
Damn.
We don't need your And it's just,
I've never had that.
You haven't had that?
No.
Sometimes you have people, sometimes they're not. They're like, "Oh, no, we're okay." And then you just feel like an ass.
That's what I get. Yeah. They're like, "No, we're okay." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I know. Don't you feel weird?
Yeah. You're like, you want to stick your tail between your legs and go.
So I told him, I'm like, unless someone asks you in this day and age, if they got their phone out and they're doing this, just let it be, like the Beatles, okay? Yeah. Don't go in there trying to disrupt everything and be Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho and try to take the photo. You don't need to do that.
You had me at this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page.
Yeah. Love and Tradition.
The brand is ours.
Some people say it's harder to find.
Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, stay in your own lane sometimes, right?
Exactly. So I tell him that. We're at the show. It's my aunt, my other aunt, my aunt's friend.
That's a lot of aunts.
Oh, dude, it was great.
I'm confused.
2 aunts, my aunt's friend.
Did they give you a hard time about cussing on the podcast?
No, dude, we've been doing pretty good.
Okay,
Only one that's giving us any issues is Monday Midsole. Everyone else is dealing with the light cussing.
Yeah.
Monday Midsole.
Monday Midsole, we're just trying to be better than the Sneak Diss podcast, okay?
Not right.
When you start rocking them more than us, we're a little upset. We're just trying to be great.
Are they cussing less?
I don't know if the Sneak Diss podcast...
Or do they not cuss at all?
I don't keep up as much as I should, I guess, but I don't remember a lot of cussing.
Well, I didn't get any issues with the cussing. No one had any problems.
Good.
No one had any problems with it. Everyone was great.
Family's good.
My aunt, however, did tell... She told me that she was going to tell her friend Sharon to start listening. She's like, "Oh yeah, I just told her to start listening," and I was like, "Oh, cool." You know, like I didn't know if I was like, "Man, we're going to be cursing too much for her. If this is going to be, she's going to be into what we're doing."
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
What do we have here? Plus or minus 4?
Right. So we're branching into a new segment of audience here.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we're at the show. It's my 2 aunts, her friend Roselli, my lady. And actually, let me put on.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
Was your aunt able to give Stevie that letter?
Ooh, the Braille letter.
Oh, it's a great question. I never asked her. I'm going to get a follow-up for you.
Dang.
How do you not have that ready?
She was there already. Content. She was already there when we were there.
I know, like
she had to give it to a handler, guy. It's not like she was getting directly to Stevie. And it's not like Stevie, she brought her on, this Sir Duke came on right here. Stevie brought her out on stage, sat her on the piano stand. They started playing together. He gave her the letter. Yeah. Stevie opened the letter on the piano and started reading it in Braille for the crowd. That's not what happened.
Didn't happen, huh?
Let me tell you, I know you would like to hear that's what happened. We also rolled up in a limo and got dropped off in backstage behind the rocks and got escorted in.
Wow.
So I know that's the story that I should have led with. But here's what really happened. We're about 5 rows from the top of the stadium, way up in the rafters. Wow. No, I'm just kidding. You can't even, there's no bad seat at Red Rocks, dude. If you guys have ever been to Red Rocks, it's honestly phenomenal. You guys know this, Jim?
Oh, yeah.
Sir Duke?
Oh, yeah. I know all Stevies.
Sir Duke. Track
Sir
5 Duke. Off the album
Songs
know it was, in the Key of Life.
I did know it was track 5. I had no idea.
Oh, that's from Roselli. Oh. He said at the show, he goes... I go, he started playing this one, and I stood up, and Roselli was sitting there with his arm all broke, Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, you know this one? Stop bumping me in the arm." I was like this, hitting him. And he's like, he goes, "Yeah, Sir Duke, track 5, album, Songs in the Key of Life."
Wow.
2 minutes, 32 seconds long.
Now sit your ass. Broke it down. And then he says, "Now sit your ass down before you hit my elbow."
Dude, just broke it down for me and then just proceeded to not even stand up. And I was like, all right, cool. Just dancing by myself.
Good combo.
You ain't ruining my vibe, dog.
It was funny. No, so it was great, man. So let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Stevie, so first it started out bad, bro.
Why?
It started bad.
Was the weather bad?
The weather was phenomenal.
Okay.
Everything was great, but he sounded so low, and the band sounded really low.
What?
Yeah,
At Red Rocks?
Dude, he sounded so low, and not like he was by himself.
Not so low,
but so low. Yeah,
Father's time is catching up.
Like, it was just like the sound engineers
was he
didn't know
off
what they were
key?
doing. Sound engineers, like he was just low volume.
Oh,
and so I'm like, what is going on? And my aunt thought she was losing her hearing. She's like, thank God you said something. I thought I was going deaf. Because I asked, I was like, does this sound like crap to you guys? Like, this sounds awful. Like, I just smoked a little weed, but this is not sounding good.
It sounds like Third Eye Blind.
That's what I was thinking.
Sorry, you had that.
So then, this is just the beginning of the show. So then, a couple songs in, all of a sudden,
it picks up.
It starts picking up. It gets louder. He talks to the crowd a little bit, and they adjust, and it gets better.
Nice.
But then he's like, I'm sorry, guys. I got a cold. I apologize. I'm just getting over a cold. And he pulls back from the piano, dog, like this, and coughs. And you can hear... it's like a smoker's cough. Like
what?
One of the that phlegm is just busting it loose in his chest. Ooh. Like that kind of cough. And you can hear him go and clear his throat real out. And I was like, oh shit, that sucks. This guy's really real. Yeah, dude, really sick. Like he's just coming off of it.
Through this shit.
Also, Oprah in the front row there at Red Rocks. They showed her up on the screen.
Seriously?
Yep. Oprah there taking in a little Stevie at Red Rocks. Win. That was cool. Yep, Winfrey was there. Didn't give everyone a car. Pretty disappointed about that. So then, as it goes on, his voice is getting worse and worse and worse, dude. And so he's trying. God bless his heart. He's trying his ass off to get through this show. And then all of a sudden, Stevie goes to the bullpen.
Goes to the bullpen?
Goes to the bullpen. Calls for the righty. Actually, I don't even know if he's right-handed or if he's left-handed. But guess who comes in? Guess who comes on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, well, first of all, we get Oprah Winfrey in the front row.
Okay.
Guess who comes to the stage? Stevie. Brings in the righty.
Alicia Keys.
Not Alicia Keys.
Damn it. Usher.
Usher, dude.
Wow.
Usher.
Okay.
We were all like, ah! This is what I was doing. If I was A-Town stomping in this bitch. Ah! Usher comes to the stage, bro. Yeah. Okay. Starts singing with Stevie a bunch of Stevie songs.
Okay.
And he's doing good at first. Then Usher, I think Usher tries to leave the stage. And Stevie is like, no, like kind of telling him to come back. And Usher thinks he's kind of joking and starts to kind of go off the stage. And Stevie's like, no. He starts yelling in the mic, banging on the keys, like telling him to come back. So Usher comes back out.
Okay.
They start doing a couple more songs. Usher doesn't know these songs.
Uh-oh.
So him and Stevie is basically feeding the lines to Usher as he's going, dude.
Oh, wow.
He's playing the piano, and he's like throwing Usher like, remember the time, remember, and Usher would sing it, and then he'll and dude, he was just doing that for like 2 or 3 songs, and Usher was just not doing that good at picking up the lines and then knowing how they were sung. For some reason, he didn't know, and they weren't like, that's the thing, these weren't like top hit songs that he's doing with them. It was kind of like some filler shit. So then Usher just like jumps up on top of Stevie's piano and starts dancing, dude. Just going piece up, A-Town down, dancing. Just doing his thing. Just starts dancing on the piano.
But it wasn't the You Got It Bad dancing where he's dancing in the rain and the puddles and all that.
It wasn't You Got It Bad. It was like maybe a little of this. This Usher. You seen this video?
Yeah. You remind me of the...
There you go. So it was like this Usher. It was like early Usher. Like little, see that thing about you that caught that Usher. All right. So he starts dancing on the piano, and I'm like, no, not to be rude, but does Stevie even know he's up there? Like, can Stevie even know, is this planned on part of the show?
Is this okay with Stevie?
I know. For one, is this okay with Stevie? For two, is he going to fall through the piano? Is this thing reinforced? Is this planned? So I didn't know what was planned, what wasn't planned, because like I said, he missed some words, and it was kind of just like a big sing-along, like what you were talking about. Usher was like struggling, Stevie was struggling, and the crowd was just singing just along. There. Yeah, like having a good time. So everything was cool from that standpoint. But then the rest of the thing, dude, Usher just spent the next like 10 minutes just dancing. Dancing on the piano, jumping off the piano, dancing on the floor, dancing with the band. Literally, this man danced his way all the way off the stage, bro. He was still dancing all the way to the very edge, like way over here. Stevie's way over here, and he's still dancing full, just dancing all the way. I like the dancing panda on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Never stops.
Just like bam, 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 dude. That was that was Usher. Usher should have been in the panda suit.
Oh, that's so great. That reminds me of the Florida trip because I went to Universal Studios and that was one of the rides, and the dancing panda was a part of it.
No, they don't.
Oh, it's so good.
They have the dancing panda on there?
Yeah, as a part of the ride.
Oh, wow.
In Florida.
I didn't know that.
So good.
So yeah, anyway.
Usher danced his ass off.
So Usher danced his ass off. He goes off stage. It was cool, man. It was good. It was good for what he could do. It was everything he could do.
Yeah.
There was no way
he could have done more.
It was just, yeah, dude. I mean, there's no way, like, he did everything he could with his voice. Some songs he sounded good because they were like in a lower key, but when he had to get up and really hit those high notes, he could do it. You could tell he had it in him still because certain ones he was hitting fine,
yeah.
But just the voice, it just wouldn't get there on
just
certain.
Consistency with the sickness. Yeah,
exactly.
There's no way he could do it.
It wouldn't get there consistently, but it wasn't like Adam Duritz. It wasn't like Stevie's voice just fell off.
Where they had to rewrite the whole song to fit
in a lower
the vocal
key
range
or whatever else. Yeah, like it wasn't like that at all, dude. He was still hitting everything. I mean, sign, seal, deliver, yeah, all that. Still hitting it, bro. But he struggled a little bit with the cold. But overall, I think it was still awesome. Still a good show. I was wondering about the noise. If they've turned the volume down a little bit. My girl actually brought that up to me. She's like, they've had a lot of noise ordinances up here. At Red Rocks. Really? A lot of people complaining about noise that live in the area, which is insane. Like, you're buying a house near one of the most legendary concert venues in the world.
Yeah, no doubt.
Suck it up. What are you doing? Why are you buying a house there? Yeah. There's plenty of places you can live in Morrison that you don't have to be near Red Rocks. Same thing. Plenty of places you can live in Morrison. You don't have to be right near Bandamere. Yeah. You know, like, find somewhere else to live. I don't know what to tell you. This shit was here before you.
People always got something to say.
I know. Jesus. Super annoying. So overall, yeah, man, show was cool. Everything was good, man. A lot of fun.
That's dope.
Really good time. Did you know the quick story about Red Rocks? My aunt was telling me this while we were there. In like 1971, dude, Jethro Tull played at Red Rocks.
Nice.
And they had like 1,000 people, over 1,000 people sneak into the show, and they rounded them all up and put them back behind the rocks so they could listen to the show, but they couldn't see. They just couldn't watch. And they started getting real rowdy back there, and I guess they charged the security guards and busted loose, and so they started pepper spraying, and the pepper spray leaked over into the crowd for the show, dude.
Oh, wow.
At Red Rocks. The reason I brought this up is because I was thinking, like, at what point do they give you your money back? Do they ever give you your money back? Look, what if Stevie what if it was worse than it was, and he just really couldn't get through it? What if he didn't have Usher in the bullpen to bring out, dude? What happens at that point? Like, do they, what's the extent, what needs to occur for them to say, okay, here's your money back, or we're going to redo the show when he's healthy or whatever? What has to happen there? Because, at the Jethro Tull show, Jethro Tull show, they didn't give anyone, no one got any money back, and they got sprayed with mace. Everyone was getting pepper sprayed. So it's like, at that point, that's what made me think of that. And that's what kind of, my aunt was reading about it and we were talking about it at the show. I just thought that was fascinating. So after 1971, right there, they banned like rock music, dude. It was only like John Denver and like soft rock shit that was allowed to be played at Red Rocks until 1975. They did like a 4 or 5 year ban on that before. And I don't remember what band it was that came back and kind of broke that open, but pretty crazy, dude. I did not know about that at Red Rocks at all. But yeah, have you ever been to a concert where it got canceled or anything? Like where it was so bad, the lead singer was bad, or they gave money back or anything? I have never been to a concert or heard of that.
No.
I don't feel like I feel like, just is what it is, unless they fully don't show up like Kanye.
Yeah.
Like where he just cancels the tour, cancels the shows.
Maybe even cancels that day of. They almost canceled the Third Eye Blind to Jimmy Eat World because of the weather conditions. There was a lot of lightning, and lightning is really bad for concerts. That's where they really start saying, "No, we're not. This is outdoors. We're not going to do this. We're not going to deal with this." So I've had concerts that I was going to go to that were either canceled the day of or the day before or maybe the week before because they couldn't make it. Somebody got sick. Somebody, whatever. Yeah. Their van broke down. Remember all the young bands, dude, that I saw, man, in the late 90s, early 2000s. Some of those guys were traveling in like these bullshit
vans,
vans,
yeah, like the little tour van, yeah.
And their vans would break down, and they couldn't get to the next city on time, so they'd be postponed. And we'll come and get you on the end of the tour. I've had that. Never ever the other.
Where you're just at the show, and then you can't.
They're like, here, get out of here, get your money back.
In the comments, I'm curious if you guys have ever had that occur. Man, leave us a comment. I would love to hear about that. All right, let's move on, Dal. Let's talk about next week, man. We are gonna have to miss some shows.
Correct.
We were thinking we were going to maybe try to be able to do one show. We were definitely going to end up missing 4th of July show where I'm going to be out of town. You got stuff going on. But we're going to have to miss Mondays as well because Robin surprised you with the Vegas trip, which we talked about. You guys are leaving on Sunday. So we're not going to be able to hit that cast.
Right.
So I'm sorry guys. We're going
to have a week off.
A light.
For those of you that complain that it's too damn long, you're welcome.
I feel bad for the people that want it, like you're traveling. If anyone's traveling, they're going to have us to listen to. I feel bad.
I know.
Maybe just cut the show off right now. Just stop the show and save it for your road trip. Just click stop right now.
Maybe between you and I on our socials, we can do enough like live stuff or something that we can, keep them entertained a little bit. But, it's not the same as a cast.
It's tough. I mean, like you said, we're sitting down, we're prepping for this thing. We're preparing a show.
Yeah.
Ready to go. When you're going live, you're kind of just talking shit.
On the fly.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go see 2J's, but he won't be there. That fool stays in New York. You know that.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not around. He's not around Vegas anymore.
He's never there.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the name of that?
That was Cake.
Cake, but what was the name of the?
I would say it's never there.
Short skirt, long jacket?
No, that's a different song.
Oh.
That's another Cake song.
Oh, it is Cake though.
Yeah.
Not Cake by the Ocean, but
I think Never There was the song that I was singing.
Oh, Never There. Yeah.
You're never there.
What's the?
You're never, ever,
two totally different songs.
Ever there.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to miss 2 shows next week. Sorry, guys. Weren't able to get it done. But the good news is...
What is the good news?
We'll have the tax ID.
Hell yeah.
We'll have all the shit in. We'll have everything set up for Patreon.
Look at your boy Stringer over here laughing at you.
Well, I'm laughing at Stringer's mustache. That is sick. I like that you just... It's growing out nicely. I didn't even notice until today.
Yeah.
This side doesn't have a lot of growth, but this side's kind of got one down, and you got a little bit of a cookie duster going.
Dude, he's got a little curl, like, where food gets stuck in the corner of your mouth?
Yeah, it's starting to creep down.
He's got some hair in there.
Look at that 20-year-old beard. Look at that thing.
It's like the air up there, but the hair in there.
The hair in there.
Yeah, that's the Stringer.
He's in there like chin hair.
Wow.
Not a lot of it, but it's in there.
God dang.
Nice. Little cookie duster mustache.
Yeah, don't let your kitty cat get a hold of that, man. Might lick it off, but it's nice.
If you're unfamiliar with what a cookie duster mustache is, it's basically what your kid would get after he eats the package of Chips Ahoy cookies and the dust is left above his lip. That's what Stringer's mustache looks like here. It's a little cookie duster.
Wow.
It's nice, though.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just growing in. He's got to give it some time.
I think when I was his age, I had the same thing.
Yeah. Did you?
I think so. Yeah, I was that guy. Like I was the wounded warrior, like the wounded beard warrior. All I could grow was the mustache. That's the Hispanic and the Indian inside me that allows me to grow a sweet mustache. Dude, I didn't have anything else until damn near 26, 7.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And I still can't really grow a beard, like something like yours, but it's there. It's not as patchy, but like my beard is weird because it's like head hair. It's like long and stringy. It doesn't have that thickness, that a good beard has.
Easy, Machine Gun Kelly. My beard is weird.
My beard is weird.
What's up with the beard? The beard is weird.
Beard is weird.
Beard is weird. So yeah, we're going to miss the shows. Stringstein will be here doing 2 shows by himself.
Yes,
though, so.
He's the GOAT.
Take that L on the way out.
It's got to be a complete train wreck, folks.
This guy can handle it. Yeah, folks.
Like Screech Power, zoinks. Or you sound like the Shaggy. Come on, Scoob.
Yeah.
To the mystery machine.
I like the zoinks.
Zoinks.
I like the Screech Powers for sure.
Yeah, Screech. Let's move into. Did you see? I guess let's lay out the show. We'll kind of hit on a little WWE stuff. It's interesting. We talked about it. And now there's huge WWE headlines, a lot of creative changes. So we'll talk about that. New StockX CEO, new CEO in over there. There's not a ton of sports going on right now.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sports, and sports has been a big part of our show. So I want to bring in on this day in sports history. I want to start maybe doing a few of those. We can kind of get through the summer months here. we can kind of reminisce on some certain stuff that happened on certain days in sports history. So I have that on this day in sports history. We'll go over that. We have a few different pairs of sneakers to take a look at, as well as the off-white soccer jersey. I'll show you that.
Yeah, you call it the summer months. I call it the bummer months.
Yes. Yeah. As far as sports goes, dude brutal.
The moment that the football starts, dude, you know it's on. So when NFL starts, then basketball, and oh man, it's just a great time to be alive. Right now, a little bit of a bummer.
Women's soccer and baseball. That's it. That's really all you got. And then you got UFC fights here and there. So
and the women's soccer team, man, dude, for the last 5-10 years, shit, they've just been sick. They've been elite. You know what I mean?
They should be. I mean, it's not like the men,
right?
Women, we've had these issues in our own country, but women are held down in a lot of other countries, man. There's a lot of places around the world that women don't have the rights that they have here in this country.
Yeah, they can't play.
And it's just totally different cultures, everything. So on the women's side, not to take anything away from the women, but we should be whooping everyone's ass. You know what I mean? Like, we should be dominant. We should be the team we are. Just like, I mean, the men get mopped,
Even though soccer or football is like prominent everywhere else but here.
But U.S. Yeah, I think
every
I have the
sports is trying to kind of keep soccer down because they know how big it actually can get.
Well, but I also think, the downfall to that is, yes, I don't think soccer is big in the U.S. It never has been.
We couldn't even trade outside of our own freaking country for our soccer teams. If we could do that, we would have a phenomenal U.S. men's soccer team. Like, we could be kicking ass, but we can't do that.
We could be heroes.
Yeah, we could for just one day. Yeah. But I think the biggest issue is here, we have a lot of other sports that other countries don't have, i.e. the NFL. So it's hard, right?
NHL, like, NBA.
Yeah, can soccer be the world sport? It is. But that doesn't mean that the U.S. has as much involvement and has the big payrolls and all of that. Like, we don't teach a lot of American, like where I came from, we didn't even have a soccer team for high school, right? Or middle school. Let me just put that in perspective. However, when, in Pee-wee leagues, we did have soccer Pee-wee leagues, and I played that, and my dad even coached.
That's kind of
my dad didn't know shit about football. Or soccer, excuse me. I'm international all of a sudden. Yeah. Go figure, right?
Football.
But I think there's a lot of reasons why soccer hasn't hit as big in the U.S., and I think a lot of that is because of the NFL, NHL, all these other sports that we have and that we predominantly put more money in or more investment in or have just been more acclaimed to know all these years.
Well, there's never like a prime time game until you go watch the World Cup.
Yeah, if you're trying to watch the World Cup, you're probably going to tune in like anywhere from midnight to 5 a.m. somewhere in there.
As there's games constantly. It's like the Olympics. It's like something's always going on.
Like all the UEFAs and all this shit. Like, you're going to be watching it like at weird odd times, because of where it's broadcast from. So
for sure. Yeah, I think obviously that game's tomorrow. Or today, if you're listening to the show.
Yep.
That's kind of the matchup that everyone circled, U.S. versus France. These are the real two powerhouses. So it's supposed to be a really, really good game. And the U.S. didn't play as well against Sweden. I thought they'd do a lot better. I thought it'd be like a 5-1, 5-2 contest. They barely squeaked by 2-1.
With penalty kicks, was it?
PK with Rapinoe.
Yeah, Rapinoe.
So
will this be a back-to-back championship if they win?
4 years ago? I think.
Because the World Cup doesn't happen
every four.
Every four.
Yeah.
They won every
4 years ago.
Okay.
Let's see. Actually, let me. Women's
because
World
I
Cup.
know they did win it recently. I just don't know if it was like the last one that happened. Because I know it was like an extremely big deal when it happened.
Let's look at this. Let's look at the World Cup champions because I don't know, JJ.
All right.
Let me give you. Here we go. You ready for this?
Ready.
Oh, that's right.
Are you ready?
The Canadians won that shit in 2015.
Did they?
Yeah.
The Canucks?
Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm tripping.
Did they play?
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I think they hosted it. That's right. U.S. won it in 2015. Yeah, so it'd be back-to-back. Japan won it in 2011.
Okay, so now we're kind of like starting our stride, essentially. So
yeah,
hopefully we could win it again.
Well, they really hadn't won it. So they won in 91. The 95 was Norway. Then the 99 team, remember Brandy Chastain and all that stuff? That team was 99. Then they Germany took it down 2 in a row World Cups, 2003 and 2007. Germany won both of those. And then you got Japan in 2011, the US in 2015, and we're trying to go back to back here. 2015, 2019. So that's what you're looking at. So honestly, it's not really as dominant as it should be for the US. Let's be real.
Right.
I think from my logic, it should be a lot more dominant in the US.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But so that's kind of what you're looking at, man. You got soccer and baseball left. So we'll go into a little bit of
a lot of excitement.
Yeah, we'll go into a little sports history. We'll talk about that. But with 4th of July coming around, I had to pull
Stranger Things come back.
Yeah. Rob and I love Stranger Things, man.
Nice.
July
So
4th.
Freaking
Nice.
It's on like Donkey Kong for sure.
real.
check this out.
We'll probably last
Binging
like
all day
Yeah,
long.
we'll probably last a day and a half, and we'll be out of episodes.
Nice.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
It's hard, man. Stranger Things does such
Well,
a
a lot of
great
people
job.
drop a lot of shows drop one at a time. Some shows drop all at once, so it depends on how you have to consume it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's Netflix, so they drop everything.
Right, at once, yeah.
which
So
is
it's the
sick.
consuming it is just different. All right, man. So let's check this out. With 4th of July coming along, I figured we have to play my man Joe Dirt. Plus, someone called Dallas Joe Dirt in the comments. So the classic fireworks stand from the Joe Dirt movie.
Oh yeah, I love this.
We'll play this here.
Well, I see you got them snakes and sparklers, but where's good stuff, man?
Good stuff. This is the good stuff. Snakes and sparklers.
Are you nuts, dude? You need stuff to explode. Go boom.
Why is that good?
You might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good? Man, firecrackers. You stick them in mailboxes, you drop them in toilets, you shove them up bullfrogs' ass.
I would never do that. And I'm gonna be a veterinarian.
Well, there you go.
you
Someone
go.
shoves an M80 up a bullfrog's butt, blows him to pieces. He comes back to you to fix it. You win twice, brother. It's good biz.
It's good biz.
So you're gonna tell me that you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles or screaming mimes?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doo-dahs, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
Crap flappers.
You're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
No.
No.
Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer.
There you go. Joe Dirt.
Business
Classic.
101, man.
This is a classic.
Whisker biscuits.
Whisker, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, with or without the scooter stick. Oh, I love it.
You win twice, brother. It's good biz.
There it is. It's good biz, Dal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good biz. Joe Dirt, man. If you guys, I love that someone called you Joe Dirt in the comments. That's so hilarious. All right, let's move into.
I just need them sideburns.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Throw them out.
Yep. Speaking of that, I watched Wayne's World the other day. Me and my lady were watching Wayne's World, just dying.
One or two.
Both, dude. They were on a little marathon. We just had
Nice.
them on while we were doing stuff around the crib. It was tight.
Dude, Wayne Stock.
Wayne Stock. Yep.
Love Wayne Stock.
Yep. All right, so let's move into. I got a lot of good feedback on the WWE conversation last show.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of people that are like, hey, I watched wrestling as a kid. I don't even know what's going on in wrestling these days. It was cool for you to break it down in a way that people could relate to. So I'm glad that you guys liked that. And it's really strange that we brought that up. I brought that up how I was talking about, or how I'd been constantly telling people that like they're not making stars anymore. They're switching the way they do things. Then John Cena comes out and echoes it at the book signing, which we talked about. And there's been a lot of people really, really frustrated with WWE Creative,
Right.
including Batista. You know who Batista is? He went into Hollywood. He does a bunch of movies now. He does like big Hollywood movies. There's a guy named Dave Batista. He was actually quoted in an article not too long ago just saying, the last time I was there in 2014, it was a nightmare. And my recent stint, he was there for WrestleMania. He fought Triple H at this past WrestleMania a few months ago.
Okay.
And he's like, the past few months ago in 2019, I would say it's gotten worse.
Oh.
So he's like, if it was I'm like, damn, if it was a nightmare in 2014, it's gotten worse. That's not good.
Wow.
So that just speaks to how bad the creative situation has been over there for WWE and how unhappy the fans are. Well, guess what? finally made some changes.
Yeah.
And they have announced that Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff, the two men who gave Vince McMahon direct competition during the Attitude Era, he has now hired them to oversee the creative development for Raw and SmackDown, respectively. So Paul Heyman for Raw, Eric Bischoff for SmackDown. It's now, if you don't know who these people are, Eric Bischoff was the guy that ran WCW. He's the guy, the brainchild that came up with the NWO. He's the guy that came up with that whole thing to try to take Vince McMahon down and was this close to doing it. But the WWE didn't continue to develop new stars. So everything got stale.
Right.
The product got stale. Plus they gave Hogan too much creative control. Hall and Nash had too much creative control. Everyone in the locker room had their own agenda and their own creative control. There was no one man leading the ship anymore. Bischoff kind of got overthrown by the NWO in real life, and it just became this free-for-all backstage. Everyone had creative control written into their contract. So if you have one guy that has creative control and he has this idea, you have another guy that has creative control and this idea, what do you do at the end? They're butting heads. People aren't going out for the show. Yeah, it was just bad. So luckily for Vince, he had continued to run his company the way he did, even though he had swerved to create the Attitude Era. He still developed new stars, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, all these guys, and developed them. So when the NWO and everything kind of petered out, Vince was still there. He was still standing. He had those guys. And Paul Heyman, if you're unfamiliar with Paul Heyman, he now works in WWE. He's the advocate for Brock Lesnar. He's basically Brock Lesnar's mouthpiece or manager. He talks for him because Brock Lesnar's so bad on the mic.
Yeah.
He's terrible. He's just an ass kicker. You know what I mean? He's a big ass kicker. He is not a guy that should be out there doing promos. He's terrible. So Paul Heyman, however, is incredible. One of the best mic man ever. One of the best guys on the stick that I've ever heard in wrestling history. So he's taking over now as the creative director for Monday Night Raw. This is the guy that ran ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, in the 90s. If you guys remember ECW, this responsible for making stars such as the Dudley Boys, Sabu, Sandman, Rob Van Dam, all these guys. Some of them went to the WWE later on after ECW folded. Some of them didn't. They went on to other indie promotions or whatever, but nonetheless, you can't say that they weren't stars. So Paul Heyman created ECW, made a bunch of stars. Some of them would end up going to WWE. But then after the Attitude Era kind of ended, a lot of people don't know this. After everything ended, and Vince bought ECW and bought WCW, and now he owns all those libraries and he owns all that content. After all that happened, he hired Paul Heyman to run SmackDown while Vince was running Raw. And that was the best. If you remember, as a wrestling fan, that was some of the, not only the best content that we got out of WWE post-Attitude Era, but also it was the most competitive that those two shows were, because it was Vince competing with Paul Heyman, and they were going back and forth, and SmackDown was no longer the little brother. SmackDown was beating Raw's ass in ratings on the weekly, even though it's the same company. There was that competition there, going back and forth between Vince Russo and Vince McMahon that were running Monday Night Raw, and Paul Heyman, who was running SmackDown. And Paul Heyman was the perfect guy to run SmackDown because he always had that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Dude, he is just the quintessential creative mic. Dude, he's just the ultimate wrestling guy. Paul Heyman just knows what it takes to get heat, meaning he knows what it takes for the audience to want to boo a heel or want to hate somebody. He knows how to make that happen. He knows how to make a baby face into a real, true baby face. He really knows what he's doing creative, and he knows how to do it in a way that's not corny. And this day and age, that's so important, because wrestling fans with the internet, we're smart. Everyone's a smart fan now. And if the shit is corny, we know it's corny right away.
Right.
We don't want to watch it. And I think Paul Heyman's going to do a really good job of shaking things up there. So I think this is the smartest thing Vince McMahon could have done. You put two guys that have been at the head of creative writing rooms before. They've had success before. And you pit those two guys against each other. And you tell Paul Heyman, I'm going to give you this much of a bonus if you're winning in the ratings. I'm going to give you this much of a bonus if you're winning in the ratings, and you let him go.
And that competition also brings out the best of them, so then the ratings go up, and
exactly
the content's just better.
In
theory, right?
And the talent, the talent. You're going to feel like you're going to be you're going to be sitting there with this talent pool, and now you've got to, instead of looking at this talent like, oh, well, we got to create a show this week. What are we going to do?
Right.
You're looking at this talent like, all right, I see this guy in this role. I see him doing this. You're going to do whatever you can to make that product the best it can be, because you're trying to whip Paul Heyman's ass on Monday nights, you know, from Eric Bischoff's perspective, and then vice versa from Paul Heyman. So I think it's a great move. I think it was like I said, the best thing that Vince could have done. The company was falling apart creatively. Everyone was unhappy, from the fans to the wrestlers to the stockholders to the executives. So it was a change that needed to be made, and I'm really happy he did that. It's kind of just ironic that this happened right after we talked about it on the last show. So I just want to say thanks for listening to our show, Vince.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
What do you...
Just kidding.
What do you think the first things, you know, with these hires they should address? You know, I looked up a couple things that people are unhappy with, because I'm not the biggest, you know, wrestling guy by any means. But some of the things that I found out, and maybe grab a couple of these and see which are most important. But I kind of narrowed down what people think are pretty important to address. No more wild card rule. I heard that was a big talking point there. Seth or Becky needs to lose their title. I don't know.
What do you mean by the wild card rule?
So with the wild card rule, I don't know. You should tell me more about that.
Well, they don't call it that on TV, so that's not something that's written into the storylines.
Okay.
I think that's something that's said behind the scenes, and I think what that is like WWE has really been accused, especially lately, of going week to week, not having a long-term plan. And so as they go week to week, things change, and it's like, oh, well, let's just put these two in a tag team tonight. So okay, great example. WrestleMania just happened in April. The night after WrestleMania is on a Sunday. They did Monday Night Raw the following night. That's always the craziest, rowdiest Monday Night Raw, because it's all the fans from around the world that attended WrestleMania. They stay in the host city an extra night and they go to Raw.
Gotcha.
So it's like not everyone, obviously, because WrestleMania is usually around 70 to 100,000 people. So not all those people go to the football arena the next night, but it is the rowdiest of the rowdy 25,000 fans that are in that thing are the rowdiest of the WrestleMania crowd. So it's always a rowdy night. So what happened this year, Seth Rollins won the title at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston also won the title at WrestleMania. They come out to open up the show, and I can't believe I'm remembering this. This is how disappointed I was. And when I flipped it off, and I was like, this is enough. This is BS.
Yeah.
You know, stop doing this BS to us. This is nonsense, WWE. So here's what happened. They come out. Seth Rollins comes out. He's talking about beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. Kofi Kingston hits the ring, says, hey, Seth, I won a title last night too, man. I'm a champion. Let's have a one-on-one. Both titles on the line. See who's a double champ.
Okay.
Right here, right now, in Halifax, Nova Scotia. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know where they were, but, you know, in Green Bay, Wisconsin, wherever. So everyone pumped, everyone cheers. We're about to see this match, right?
Right.
They start the match, everything goes. They get into the match. They're about 2 minutes in, and the Bar, this tag team, Cesaro and Sheamus, come running down to the ring, interrupt the match, disqualifications. They start beating up both of them, and that's what I feel like is like the wild card rule.
Yeah.
It feels like that. Like, what the hell? Yeah, you just throw something in there just so that you don't have to finish the storyline or finish out the product or make there be a winner. Or it was just whack, dude. It's just, I hate when they do that kind of shit. So I'm not sure exactly what they mean by the wild card rule, but I think that's what they could be referring to. Something like that, yeah, where it's just like, we're about to get something good, and then you guys do some dumb shit. Then you do some stuff that just doesn't make sense. For what reason? I don't know. Just give the people what they want.
Right. Exactly. So here's what I see on the wild card rule. So the last wrinkle in the ongoing superstar shakeup emerged this Monday when Mr. McMahon announced the new wild card rule, in which a limited number of superstars from Raw or SmackDown would be invited to cross brand lines for one-night only appearances, with unauthorized jumps to be penalized by fines or even potential firing.
Totally different than what I was thinking. Okay.
So that's kind of what I see with that, and that was something fairly new, but that's his wild card rule explained.
That's super new, because there haven't been a ton of guys that have done that.
Yeah.
John Cena comes to mind because he's not full-time on the roster right now. He's in Hollywood doing movies. So sometimes John Cena will come back for a Raw or a SmackDown here or there, and he'll be on either show.
Right.
So I guess that's what they're talking about.
Well, and then they
sometimes
alluded,
champions will just show up on another show.
Yeah, that's
Becky
what
Lynch will
it
show
is.
up on Raw. She'll show up on SmackDown.
The number of crossover superstars was initially capped at 3. WWE champion Kofi, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns started things off by appearing on Raw this Monday. Through Lars Sullivan evidently persuaded the chairman to expand the limit to 4. So it's kind of this ongoing thing.
So it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what I see with that. And there was a lot of talk on that when I looked these things up, is kind of eliminating that or maybe getting rid of that, because people find that to be, a lot of people find that to be, stupid. Yeah. So another one was more emphasis on tag division. That was talked about. So I don't really know why or why not on that. Do you have any
tag titles? Have not. So here's the thing: the tag team titles have not been really great for a while. Then lately, they started putting 2 big time superstars together, like 2 guys like Sheamus and Cesaro, 2 guys that were great on their own. They put them together and they formed a team called The Bar, and now they're in they're a tag team. And they did that with a few different combinations of guys. And I thought at first I was like, this is kind of corny. What are they doing? But then I actually liked it. I was like, oh, this is good. These guys are actually a really good tag team together. This does spice up the tag team division, and I liked that. So I don't know what it looked like it was on the way up, but I haven't seen a ton of tag team wrestling lately. And to be honest, since that happened after Mania, I have not caught a wrestling event. I've not caught one Monday Night Raw, not one SmackDown. I watched the Super Showdown live from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on the WWE Network. And then the newest show it's called Stomping Grounds, the newest pay-per-view that just dropped. It was on Sunday night. I still haven't even watched it. I'm not even caught up.
Interesting.
So I've just kind of, dude, I don't know. Like, I just got disconnected a little bit because I was annoyed with creative.
Totally.
And then there's also other products out there. There's a product called AEW that we talked about. It's just independent, and they're putting out better product.
That's what a lot of my buddies who are into wrestling, that's what they're saying as well. So
AEW and NXT are putting out better products, and NXT is still WWE,
right?
But it's like the underground WWE. Yeah. They wrestle out at Full Sail University out in Orlando, Florida, at the Full Sail campus, where they have the Dan Patrick School of Broadcasting and all that shit out there. But they wrestle out there, and it only seats like 1,500 people, that arena, dude. It's super tiny. But it's cool. It's like a cool, intimate atmosphere. It reminds you of watching some old NWA, some old WCW before it got big. Like, it just reminds you of watching the old territorial wrestling.
Interesting.
If you're an old school fan. So I think that's what people like about AEW and NXT versus the big. WWE just has to shine everything up too much, in my opinion.
Totally.
They just have to change every character. They have to put something on. They have to put someone in a weird, funny car, and they have to put a weird mask on someone and a funny cape on someone. They always just have to do too much, dude. It's too much. It's too superhero sometimes. Not to say they don't do a million great things for Make-A-Wish, and they do a ton. I get it. And it's all about kids, and it's all about
glitter on it.
Yeah, but as far as the kids that are not kids anymore, like me, and we've grown up and we still want to be fans of the product, offer us something. I get you have to have something for the little kids and stuff. I get it. But give us some shit too. And I guess maybe that's what they're saying. We are giving you NXT.
Gotcha.
So if you don't like what's going on over here, go watch NXT. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man, it's hard to say, but it's going to be interesting. I think this is definitely going to be a positive turn for the company. So
nice. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm excited for you.
Gonna, I was gonna
and
say,
all the other wrestlers. I'll watch some things like WrestleManias, things like that. Those big ones, I'm always down to watch. But
that's really all I can do now, dude. Is just the pay-per-views. I can't do Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night SmackDown, or Tuesday Night SmackDown.
These storylines, I got too much going on to follow it.
It's a lot.
But I wonder what your boy Kais Omar thinks about all this.
Very excited.
I wonder where he's at with this.
If you're any wrestling fan, you're probably excited.
You ready for this?
I think so. Speaking of CEOs or changeovers in the creative department, CEO at StockX, boy Josh Luber.
Was I surprised? Yeah.
Did you get the email?
Yeah,
did you get the letter?
I did.
I didn't get.
I don't think it's.
Did you get the letter, JJ?
I'm pretty sure I did. I just didn't check.
When was the last time you bought something off StockX? 06?
I have never bought anything off of StockX.
06. It was. Okay, so I've worked for corporations for a long time, right? So I'm never surprised with moves quite like this. I think a lot of people are like, what the hell? And a lot of people speculated as to what they thought, like, oh, Josh Luber's out. He must have fucked up. He must have did something. There's the one F-bomb so far.
Dang,
sorry.
I'm
thinking about your aunts. I can see their faces, man, at Red Rocks. Just disappointed in me.
Yeah.
For that right now.
Very disappointed.
Not as disappointed as I was with Stevie Wonder's, coughing voice, unfortunately, but
it wasn't that bad.
They were disappointed in me.
He did what he could. It's not like I was saying I want my money back.
Right. No, he did what he could for sure. But these type of moves, I'm not really surprised at. And here's why. Here's the number. So, a lot of people again speculated on this, but So what happened was StockX actually just got invested by 3 different investors. So they secured $110 million in USD in funding from investors DST Global, General Atlantic, and GGV Capital. Now, what's important about this is obviously it's a growth strategy that they're alluding to. With this money and this growth strategy, that now makes StockX valued at more than $1 billion US.
Wow.
So
I saw that it said in the letter they raised their next round of funding. And
you
all that.
got it.
I wonder what the percentage was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Watching so much Shark Tank,
it
got me really wondering.
You want to know what that is?
Yeah, I want to know what Eminem bought in at, because he was one of the early investors in StockX. A lot of people don't know that. Dan Gilbert, Cleveland Cavaliers owner.
Huge, right?
I want to know what they got in at, what their percentage was, or what the valuation of the company was, what the value was, and then what the new people are getting in at now. If we wanted to jump in today, what are we getting in at?
Yeah, did Booscott Ted get anything out of this?
Ted is actually in. Ted actually owns 25% of StockX. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah,
nice. All right. He's friends and family with Pharrell. You know, Adidas. Adidas hates him, but Pharrell loves him. So he just got the new Solar Glides.
Oh, yeah.
The triple black joints.
Yeah, he's
happy
F&F.
for him.
Gosh, just crushing it.
He's that F&F guy.
Ted and F.
Ted and F. Yeah. So, so what this does now is obviously it's just, at the end of the day, it's a growth strategy. And there's always people moving. You know, you look at somebody like, T-Mobile, AT&T, some of these, dude, there's always structural changes, obviously, to be better and to be bigger, to make these growth moves. Sometimes you have to eliminate jobs to create more jobs, to define territories and markets. That's important. And that's kind of what this is, in my opinion, just based off of the retail experience that I've had over years. That being said, Josh Luber is no longer CEO, but he is still a part of the executive leadership team and board of directors. Okay. According to, co-founder Greg Schwartz. And he is the co-founder along with Josh Luber.
I was going to say, is it just those two that founded StockX?
It was, yeah. It was those two. It was Greg Schwartz and Josh Luber. But Greg Schwartz still remains not only on the board of directors, but he still has his title as COO, so Chief Operating Officer, right? Versus Chief Executive Officer.
That's what Triple H is for WWE.
Yeah, he's next in line, right?
COO, yep.
That being said, they brought a former executive of eBay. What else did he do? He was eBay, maybe even worked with SoundCloud a little bit. Lime Scooters he was a part of. So all these different business ventures. So entrepreneur for sure. But his name is Scott Cutler. So he is now the main CEO of this company. So again, Josh Luber still has a job, still is a part of StockX. Don't be afraid, don't be scared that he has just been ousted. He is still a part of the board of directors. But I think, again, with this growth decision, putting the right people in place, obviously imperative. You're talking a lot of money. This was just $110 million just invested by 3 different partners now. So now you have more partners, you have more people, you have more hands, and you have to... Dan Gilbert's, these other investors, shareholders, right? Quotations on, they're expecting money. They're expecting results. And you have to change things up a little bit in these bigger companies, especially when there's so much money on the line. Like this is not just your buy and resell company anymore.
No,
they're going to branch out.
This is going into like Amazon territory. They're trying to become that of sneakers and streetwear.
Yeah.
And that's where I think GOAT is missing the boat a little bit, not having streetwear.
Right.
I just don't know. I know they offer Goat Clean. I wonder how that's doing.
Sure, I mean, but they also allow used shoes, and I think that's a big opportunity for StockX. But I think that's what keeps Goat semi-relevant.
Right.
But I think StockX is wanting to do more. I think they have a different type of platform, but I also think for investments, the stock ticker, all these different things that they do that's a little bit different than Goat. I just think growth is their MO. I don't know that GOAT wants to do that. I think they just want their market share. I think they just want to keep it exclusively to sneakers.
Well, doesn't who bought GOAT? Flight Club.
Flight Club. Yep.
So I guess it's on them.
So they have to make the decision as to what. And remember, Foot Locker now has a relationship.
That's right.
Remember with Goat?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
with that recent
when was that
findings.
taking effect, or where you could be able to drop your sneakers off there, or some weird shit?
Yeah, I think we more forecasted,
speculated,
speculated
all right.
as to what could happen with that.
That's what it was. They just announced a partnership. We did all the speculating. That's right.
Exactly.
So go back and listen to that.
So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think StockX is really trying to formulate themselves into the new Amazon of sneakers, and I think you're absolutely right. But this, surprising as it is to some people, no shock to me, especially with the investors on the side and just kind of obviously the growth strategy with this. I'm not shocked. I think it'll be fine.
Do you liken this to Dana White switching roles with UFC, selling out all his or selling the company, I'm sorry, to Zuffa or whoever the heck bought it? I forgot who it was. And then he's still a part of, still the head of the UFC.
Yeah, he's still
whatever I don't know what his title
he's still
is.
kind of something with the operation side, right? And still kind of the face. But in terms of investors and how much he owns at the company, shareholders, all that, these things have to happen as growth happens. You can only control so much, and you have to put the proper people in place to.
It's all about like working to your strengths. So if you can't do a certain thing, make sure someone can do that,
or focus on what you're good at versus all the other noise outside of that.
Hey, at least he wasn't kicked out of his own company like Steve Jobs was. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Do you think that this money in this round of funding is going to be used to expand operations overseas?
I think it is. I think it is already, and I think that continues. That expands pretty vastly. Yes.
Yeah, because I think having one warehouse over there versus having multiple, is going to be.
I think this is part of it.
Key, because you can't really take over the world with just one warehouse in the UK or whatever. You need to expand out to other parts of Europe.
I think this eventually could obviously expedite orders. In terms of faster, I don't see you getting Amazon Prime orders, within the hour in certain zip codes. But again, this is part of that growth strategy, having more distributors, more market, more warehouses, more people, and just bigger involvements, bigger sponsorships, just again, trying to take over the world. But I think it does only benefit the consumer. There's no doubt about it.
It gets better for us.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Eventually, I think it's better for us from just how you get your product, how fast you get your product, the efficiency of, I think buyers and sellers, I think there's arguments now, I think there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh man, why does StockX give them so long? Because they give you extra time with these big Supreme drops, right? They give you 4 to 5 days, later to ship than what you would normally get with a set of shoes. So I think streamline some of the operations that they currently have, and changing some of those things up. I think being efficient with, legit checking your products, getting your products sooner to StockX and sooner to the consumer. The buyer and seller are probably going to work out or have a lot better options with this. I just think this is just growth in general, and I don't think it hurts the consumer one bit.
I'm excited to see where they go, whether it's they expand into used shoes or whether they go into, what's the next phase? Where really can they go? Like, the company's already doing well. They're making tons of money. Why did they have to raise more funding? Did you say $100 million each or $100 million cumulative? Total?
$110 million cumulative.
Total between the three.
You got it.
That's a lot of money, dude. What are you planning? What do you need for that? What is going on that you couldn't just use your current resources?
Well, that's a great question. Here's what that multi-million-dollar investment was primarily going to be used to help StockX expand its footprint in the European and Asian markets. Period. That major investment was strategically placed for that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Huh. So you were right with the warehouses, whatever it is, it's expansion outside of the U.S., right?
Okay.
This is Detroit. I know that a lot of the orders that I sell now go to Tempe, Arizona.
Yes, I saw that too.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So
we're close, right next door to Colorado.
Yeah, which makes it nice for us.
It's
like
awesome
I'm getting paid out in 2 days.
I'm getting paid out quick. I'm getting my sneakers quick. Yeah, dude,
which is super sick. Yeah, because obviously you got
once they're authenticated, because they're authenticated at that place.
Yeah,
it's quick.
Super quick.
Yeah,
it's
nice. JJ, let's just get you a job at StockX. We'll move you out to Arizona.
Yeah,
we'll just start sending you the cast. We'll put an iPad here. You'll be on Skype. It'll just be your head.
Yeah.
Looks like your head is floating over the mic. No one will barely know the difference.
Yeah. You'll make sure to get us a sweet sponsorship.
Dude, JJ, this is gold right here.
That seems like an awful idea.
I don't even think StockX would make you shave that awful mustache. I think they would allow it.
I like this idea a lot. Is it 4th of July in this bitch? Are we about to be off for the week or what?
JJ's Independence Day.
Here we go.
Right around the corner.
I don't care. If you're at your office cubicle right now, stand up and clap along. If you're driving in the car right now, I want you to take your hands off the wheel. Start clapping along. Unless you got kids in the car. They don't do that if you got kids in the car. But it's just you. Who cares? Clap it up.
God, I wish I had 2 stone wisers right now.
2 stone wisers?
What is it? What is it called? Stone wisers?
Steve wisers.
Steve wisers.
Hey, it's 4th of July out in this bitch. Pop the cooler. Dump in some ice. Give me a couple Steve wisers. Let me clank them together. Give a couple stunners, and that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Happy Independence Day.
I don't know how we continue with the show.
I think we'll quit. I'm done.
It sounds like we should just end the show on that. Yeah, we should just fade the music out, and you should hear it, and we just leave the studio. I mean, that's
we had a good run, folks.
That was pure gold right there.
Wow.
I might just have to run that back for myself.
Unexpected.
Stringer, I would love to have you working at StockX though on the real. And plus, you need a job. I think that would be great for the show. It'd be quality content. You could give us
I hate Arizona, man. Do you know how hot it is there during the summertime?
Yeah,
I went there to go visit a friend. We literally had to stay indoors some days because it was so effing hot. Like the max that
Stringer, we're not asking you to go work out at the StockX concentration camp outside in the desert. We're just asking you to just go work inside an air-conditioned building, guy. It's not that deep.
Yeah. It sounds like with this investment, StockX is going to have a lot of pools on the inside as well. I think you'll be okay.
Oh shit! Yeah. There's going to be some pools in there, guy.
Dude, it's going to look like a Vegas hotel inside there.
Yeezys.
Yeah.
Jeez, look at you.
Oh, I got to waste another pair of Yeezys. No problem.
Change your name to Yeasteen. Look at you. Wow. Come on, dude. We got to get you a job over there.
Dude, shout outs to Yeasteen.
If anybody's got any plugs at StockX and we can hook JJ up with a job, I am 100% serious about this.
Yeah.
This would be great content for the show. I know you're talking about it being hot right there out in Arizona, but you know what would be really hot? This show would be on fire. Woo. If you were working at StockX and you were giving us inside info every week, you had us with a sponsorship over there. You were telling us what the process is like in there, the authentication, the verification, how it all works. Tell me this isn't good stuff. We got to call your
for that though.
We got to call your parents and let them know. We got to call your dad and be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm moving to Arizona."
Yeah.
What do you mean? Doing it for the cast.
Yeah.
Going to work at StockX.
We could have a whole new bit called Fuegonomics.
Fuegonomics.
Fire and economics.
Yeah.
Brought to you by, sponsored by Stringer and StockX. Oh my God, this is great.
Dude, oh my gosh. I couldn't do it, man.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm so
excited for you.
I am pumped
Dude,
for
they could
this.
get up to 125 degrees in the summer there.
You know what?
Do you know how insane that sounds?
You'd be 150 degrees with your Yeezys swimming.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. That would be... Dude, come on, Stringer. Do it for the cast.
Stringer, I'm nipped out right now with so much excitement.
You think all these people listening, all these people watching on YouTube, all the folks that have sent us gear, they've sent us stuff. They've sacrificed, they've given up things that meant something to them for the show. You've got to do a little sacrificing, guy. Arizona.
I have to pick up my entire life and move it to Arizona
just for
like sponsorship
for like 6 months to a year, maybe. At the most a year.
That's only 20 years of life. Is that much?
What?
How old are you? 20? I have to pick up my whole life. That's 20 years of life.
Yeah, that's really not a lot of life. You're moving there,
that's
Stringer.
Not a big sacrifice.
What do you got?
Okay, if you think about
it,
the first 20
the Supreme
years,
hoodie from
the
Con
most
Lee.
shit happens. Okay, like.
The Supreme banana boat.
The pay
joints
has to be
from
damn
Conley?
good.
Okay.
If somebody has a plug at StockX on the inside track, all right. That's the key. If someone really does have a plug, you have to go.
Yeah.
If we do have an inside track on getting you a job there, Springsteen, you got to get a job
Watch
there.
me just be like some errand boy who runs around coffee and
that
shit.
would be fun for me.
For you?
I'll
be here on Skype and like, I'm dying out here. The heat's killing me.
You're not dying.
I'm getting heat stroke, man.
An errand boy running coffee. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome.
Yeah. You'd get like 50,000 times better looking having
badly
a job
treated
at StockX.
intern.
True.
You know?
Very true.
The show would be sexier. Just saying.
Just saying. String sting.
String.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Stringer. All right, let's move. Actually,
Great tangent.
yes, very good.
I enjoyed it.
I want to move into this day in sports history.
Sick.
I want to play
What is today? The 27th?
27th. On this
Of
day
June.
in sports history, 1988. June 27th, 1988. Actually, not only is this the anniversary of the event I'm about to tell you about. Almost slipped it up there.
How old were
Spoiled
you?
it.
I was 6.
I was a Jordan 3.
Okay. Actually, I wasn't 6 yet because my birthday's in December. I was 5.
I was a Jordan 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is also the anniversary of the show up at Greeley Stampede a few years ago.
A Jordan 5 is way better than a Jordan 2, so you're welcome. Because I was a Jordan 5.
No, I know. I said I
think
was
a
a
2.
3, which was fine, but now I'm a 2, which is a piece of a pile. I mean, I own a 2 though.
I had the 2s. I had the wings. That
Wing
was the only 2.
You have the wing it.
The wingets.
Yeah.
Those were the only good 2.
Yeah.
Fuck 2s.
No, but this is the anniversary of
Damn
me
it.
opening for Baby Bash Greeley Stampede.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if it was the 26th or 27th. I was going to ask you if you remember.
Oh, I have a picture
Oh, and it'll tell you.
that may validate that.
Yes. While you're looking for that,
Go on. What
I need
happened
to know.
today, June 27th, 1988?
you guys have any guesses?
1988.
Yeah, you guys have any guesses?
It wasn't
It's sports.
So-
It's
oh,
sports
sports?
history. Yep.
It wasn't
sports
Kurt
history.
Gibson.
Huh?
It wasn't Kurt Gibson because that was later.
I don't believe what I just saw. It was not that one.
Yeah, that was a little later.
Okay.
What sport?
Oh gosh, if I
Is it
tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I could tell you it, but it might still be tough.
I would say there's probably
Boxing.
Oh, it's boxing.
Oh, it has something to do with
Boxing.
Tyson or Muhammad Ali.
Boxing. What happened in boxing?
Mike Tyson knocks out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds.
There you go.
Spinks.
Yep, there you go. This is
Tyson it is.
that was in Atlantic
90
City.
seconds.
Look at this.
Holy crap.
This is how that sounded.
The right hand lands to the head of Mike Spinks. It's Tyson all the way here in round number 1. Vicious shots to the body. Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut. Body shot. Down goes Mike Spinks for the first time. The count is up to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That was
Watch
a
this.
body shot. that
Knocks him out right after the bell.
Here comes Mike Spinks in.
Bang.
He leads to the right hand.
Dang.
There he goes. I don't think you get up from this.
Didn't they literally make a video game after this?
Mike Tyson's punch out.
6 and 7 and 8. He won't be able to do it. It's all over.
That's all over.
Tyson has won it. Spinks
Dude,
almost
Spinks tried to
won
get up and he stumbled and fell through the ropes, bro.
for Mike Tyson.
This was Iron Mike.
16th first round knockout in 35 professional fights, bro.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a beast at that time.
Iron Mike.
The baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
He took some headshots, man. Holy crap.
Dude, so Tyson put down Michael Spinks 91 seconds. You know how much he made? Guess how much he made for this fight, guys?
In 1988?
Yep, 1988. Actually, guess how much the fight grossed overall, and then guess how much Tyson got paid, and guess
And
how
it
much
was
Spinks
obviously
got
a
paid.
belt. The belt was on the line, correct?
Tyson was the champ.
Yeah, he
all
was the
like
champ,
2
right?
Actually, I don't know if Tyson was the champ at the time. This was early, dude. I don't think. Let me look at the introductions.
After 35 fights?
When Tyson came in the ring. Oh yeah, he was the champ. There's your boy Don.
Don King. Yeah.
Trump at Trump Plaza. Well, Don King and
really?
Don Trump together,
Okay.
yeah, because it's Atlantic City, New Jersey. So there he is,
Wow.
pre-hairpiece,
Hairpiece.
looking young. All right, so that's funny to see. You got the fight grossed $70 million.
Okay.
What do you think each fighter was paid?
Well,
Tyson and Spinks.
Spinks was at least half of what Tyson. So I would say Tyson probably made 88. How much was the fight?
70 million is what it
70 million,
grossed.
Probably made like 20, 25.
I don't think he made that much. I think he
Tyson
made-
or Spinks? Who you guys talking
Tyson.
about? Tyson.
I think Tyson.
Spinks probably only made like 5.
All right,
think-
this is going to be like Price is Right. You're going to each give me a guess, but if you go over, you lose.
Okay.
It's the closest to the total
Okay.
without going over, okay?
I'm going to say a cool 10 for Ty.
10 million for Tyson,
Yeah.
okay? Stringer.
Tyson, Yeah,
20 million?
25.
25 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
I took an L, didn't I?
Stringer, you were the closest, but you went too damn high. 25. It was 20.
Oh,
it was
my
20.
God.
It was 20 on the nose. It was 20 on the nose. So, Dallas,
all right,
you are the winner.
What do I win?
Oh, that's not Price is Right. I don't have any Price is Right music. I only have Saved by the Bell
Do
music.
I win Saved by the Bell box set?
No.
Season 1?
Okay. No. It's 1-0 for the sweep. What does Spinks get paid?
Like I said, 5.
1 mil.
JJ's closer. It's 13.5 million.
Wow.
He made 13.5 and Tyson made 20.
Hell yeah.
Fight gross 70. So that's pretty good, dude.
I thought he would have made half of what Tyson made. I said that earlier, but
yeah, a little more than half.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You got the
Who's Spinks? I don't even know this guy.
For 91 seconds of work?
I don't know Spinks. I know
Michael Spinks. You never heard of him?
I know some women wear Spanx, but I don't know Michael Spinks.
Michael Spinks had a brother that boxed as well. I forgot his name, but they were both boxing. They were both boxers, and he was pretty legit. Like he was not. He looked intimidated, dude. If you go back and watch the video from the very beginning of the fight, he just looked so intimidated.
Well, I would have been too. That was Iron Mike.
Dude, he was going out and he wasn't even punching, bro.
I'm just trying to protect my head and
I think it's
cash my check.
Movie Friday where I forgot who the actor was, but he was like, "You got knocked the fuck out."
Stringer, come on, we could have bleeped that.
Stringer,
Take that L on the way out.
It's the original line. What can I do?
My aunts have seen Friday, Stringer, so now they're not only not getting the reference, they're getting cursing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that puts us at 3 for the cast. This is not good.
Yeah, it's
Not good.
all right, fellas. Let's move it along from this day in sports. That was Mike Tyson knocking him out. Let's go into sneakers and Supreme here. Well, let me start off with the story of the Blazers.
Yeah, that's right.
Before we look at the
Blazer
Blazers.
stories. Gotcha.
So remember the Blazers.
Before you continue,
Go ahead.
will you ever buy a shoe from eBay again?
I will. It was my own mistake.
Will
I didn't
you
change the
update your address?
Yeah, I updated it on
eBay.
PayPal, but just not on eBay. And
Have you changed it? Have you updated it since?
oh, of course,
Good
I
man.
updated it right after I messaged the guy. I was like, "Hey, can you please send it to this
Have you
address?" And,
updated it on literally everything? No.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there might be some stuff floating. I don't know.
Some floaters.
Yeah, you never know. But it's, for the most part, it's pretty good. So the Blazers, I get the thing intercepted. Remember, I paid the $26 to get the shoe. I get the shoe intercepted. I go to pick up. Nothing in the tracking is updating. So I go to the post office I'm supposed to go to. They send me to another post office.
Yep.
That other post office is the one I go back to the next time. The guy's like, it won't be, they have to ship it from, when you do an intercept, they have to ship it from that post office to the other post office.
Oh, so
Really?
they
So
the
haven't
guy-
even received it yet.
So the guy's like, no, they received it at the one in Denver, but they have to
Okay.
ship it from that one in Denver to the other one in Aurora. How ridiculous, right? So they just have to ship it from one city to another city, like in the same state, 20 miles away. It's ridiculous. So I'm like, screw it. I'm not even going to mess with it. I talked to the guy. I'm like, what do I have to do to get the package? Like, he's like, well, you could go down to the other post office, give them the tracking number, they'll have it for you. I'm like, what? All right, cool. Sounds easy. What does your boy do? Drives over to the downtown, goes downtown to that post office to get the tracking, go in there. Lady's like, okay, let me see if we have it. Comes around the corner. She's like, yeah, but this was supposed to be sent to a business and blah, blah, blah. Starts giving me all stuff. I'm like, I have my ID. Here's the name.
Yeah.
And then the driver that used to deliver over at the old shop recognizes me. He's in there, fool. Somehow, by the grace of God, he is in the thing. And he comes over and she's like, oh, you know him? He's like, oh, yeah, I know this guy. What's up, man? Gives me a pound.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, because she's like, he used to deliver. He's like, I used to deliver in that area. I know that guy. Because I always used to, I bought him some stuff at 7-Eleven one time for just bringing my packages over.
Really?
Like, yeah, we just chopped it up. Like, we were always just cool. Because I always had a ton of boxes coming through. So I always kind of just took care of the guy. Like, yo, hey, man, thanks for always carrying all my shit over. Like, so yeah, it was cool. So luckily, I was able to get the Blazers right there because my man was in the building. Sick. The real MVP right there.
No doubt.
Not only got me the shoes, I didn't have to pay. I didn't have to pay any more money. Remember, I thought I was going to have to pay another.
Yeah.
Because I already paid.
You paid $13.95?
Yeah.
That what it was?
And I thought it was going to be end up being like $26.
Yeah.
With the rest of the payment. But Didn't have to pay any more money because I picked it up. They didn't have to ship it again.
Sick.
So that's what, when you do a delivery intercept with USPS, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for them to take it and then they ship it to you.
Sounds like
which is
BS
insane.
on USPS
It's
side.
exactly. Sounds like a freaking super L. I mean,
Take that
one
L
of the
on the way out.
the biggest L's ever.
People think they'd be scamming from StockX. I think USPS. Maybe you should look at them.
Dog, you guys are the delivery company. It's already running within your system. Just tell it to go somewhere else and put it on the mail truck. Why do you have to charge me to mail it when it's already being mailed? I don't need it mailed again.
Yeah.
I just need it brought to, like, you guys are it's ridiculous. Just throw it down the route, guy.
Yeah.
Throw it on that right truck. Instead of truck A, put it on truck B and it goes, I don't know. Maybe it's not that easy. Maybe some of you mail carriers will tell me, franchise don't know what he's talking about. It ain't that easy, man. This industry's tough, dude. Everyone's always bitching at us, man.
It's a blood sport.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the postal workers. But so that's the story on the Blazers.
Great benefits, though, for the postal workers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great benefits.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a look at these joints?
Yes, I would. So you
Here
didn't
you
like
go.
you didn't like my waffle joints,
You can open them.
but you love these.
Oh,
Same
love 'em.
box.
Love them.
Damn, look
Those
how
are
big
so
this box
cool.
is. What size you wear? 15?
It's a 22. Yeah.
22.
Yep.
All right. God damn.
Like my pistola.
How big was the
If
the
that was an
cardboard boxes
actual
came in?
22, that would be insane.
It was, I don't know, just a Nike box.
I wonder if I could fit 2 pairs of my shoes in the box that this came in. The
Maybe.
cardboard.
Dude, those Blazers are they look huge too. Someone messaged me. He was like, dude, I wear a 12. Do those fit? They look like 15s. Just like you. And I was like, yeah, dude, they fit perfectly. Perfect, true to size.
Really?
Perfect, true to size on these. Perfectly. Wonderful.
Yeah.
The dope thing
Here's
is,
something interesting. Though.
I love
pull,
the
pull
Sacai
the other shoe
paper.
out. Pull the other shoe out. I'll show you something interesting after you look at them and everything. Go ahead, JJ. What?
and dope thing, thanks to Fail Beast, he actually ordered the other colorway, so we should have that. So
Oh, dope.
hopefully
Yeah.
you'll be able to review both shoes if you want to do that.
Yeah,
if
I'll shoot the
not,
review of
they
both.
will show up on the possibly the next cast.
Dope.
Sick.
But yeah,
Fail Beast, can I put my feet in those and shoot some photos in them? I won't walk around the city, but just put my feet in them to shoot photos.
shoot
Let
him
me
a
know.
DM, man.
Yeah, shoot me a message or let me know.
You know what the
Let
first thing
JJ
I
know
like
either
about
way.
these are? Not even the look. I smell first, right?
Yes.
Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Smell like black cats.
Really?
I like them.
You get a
Dude.
black cat smell out
I
of
get black cats out of there. Unlit black cats.
it? Interesting. Wow, dude,
I
I
like
would
it.
have never. I didn't put that together. Now I smell it. Unlit black cats.
Unlit black cats.
Yeah.
That's what it
What
smells
do you
like.
mean by unlit
Yeah.
black cat?
Like
Unlit, dude.
unlit. I didn't light the black cat
The black
yet.
cats are just unlit, dude.
It smells like the sulfur-ish, non-lit black cat.
Yeah, like unlit black cats, bro.
Okay, I thought you were talking about an
Oh,
actual
no.
cat.
Oh,
setting
no.
it on fire,
my-
like type of thing. I was like,
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Springsteen, how did you?
I don't know. Springsteen.
That has been another moment with Springsteen. All right.
All right, second
Take that L
favorite
on the
part
way
of
out.
this.
Real black cats. My God. My
Dude.
God.
I
right
didn't
by
know,
4th of
man.
July, you're really doing. Sorry, Dallas.
Ready
I'm
for-
just.
Dude, this leather on the toe might be some of the creamiest, butteriest, Werther's original soft
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
leather.
That's-
okay,
You're
that
you
getting
I've-
need to
sexual.
slow down.
You're getting sexual.
Werther's original is
That
a
is
candy.
some
You need
serious
to
sexual
slow
stuff
down.
there.
It is not.
The
Werther's
way you were talking about. The way you were pausing between words,
I didn't look.
this might be
I didn't look you.
some of the butteriest, creamiest leather. Then the way you were looking at me.
I didn't look at you. I didn't make eye contact with you.
Run back the tape, Stringer.
I didn't make eye contact with you. It
All
doesn't
right.
count.
I have glasses on.
That being said, this leather.
I
Wow.
know, right?
Wow.
Right?
I want to lick it a little
Something
bit.
spat.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
This
please
is
don't.
nice. Man.
No one needs to see that,
Take
Dallas.
that L on the way out.
I wish
I'm
I
not
could, I
ready
wish I
to
could,
get scarred this early in the morning.
I wish I could take a nap right here.
Yeah, that's
on this leather
that's
toe
better.
box.
That's better than licking.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah,
It's so soft.
it's nice, right?
This must be like Gucci Panda leather.
It's really nice.
This is real nice.
I didn't know when I first saw the shoe. I didn't know if it was leather or if it was going to be rubberized,
wow.
like a Chuck Taylor or something. I had no idea what it was going to be like.
I want that pair just for the toe box
Isn't that nice?
and the black cat, the unlit black cat. Smell.
unlit black cats.
Let me smell
I
it
would
again.
love
Here.
this pair, honestly.
It's an unlit black cat.
Yep.
Times 2.
Yep. You like them too, Stringer?
Yeah, I would totally cop these if I had the cash.
They're so sick, dude. This is one of the sicker pairs I think I've copped this year, and I'm gonna have to get the other one, dude. Check this out, bro.
I'm checking.
The
Also-
homie Adam tagged me
Love Adam. Good
in
guy.
a dude tagged me in a post for these blazers, for these Sacai blazers in the North Carolina colorway, the other one.
Yeah.
And he's like, the guy said $240 your best offer. Or no, he didn't say anything. He just said, I'm putting these up for sale. Something about fire off the offers or something. So I hit him it was like the next day. And I messaged the guy, I just DM'd him. I said, yo, you still got those for sale? He said, yeah, I'm looking for $245 plus shipping and fees. $240 or $245? Oh, I think it was $240. $240 plus shipping and fee. No, $245.
Okay.
Maybe I'm tripping. I want to get it right.
You're tripping right now on the cast.
I want to get it. I want to get it right. $240. He said, I'm looking for $240 plus ship and fees up here. Okay. So I said, if you can do $240 flat shipped, I'll do it. Because there was a pair on StockX for $241 when I was messaging him. There was a pair for $241 plus the shipping.
Right.
So I'm going to end up paying the same or more with this guy. And it's like, dude, you're not StockX. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, so I'm just kind of like, I thought that was a good deal. I offered it. Not to, I guess, he didn't want it. I offered him $240 flat. I was like, yo, I'll give you $240 flat shipped.
Yeah.
And he said, no thanks, I'll pass.
He wouldn't do it.
I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. No, I'm not. So
So wait around for a better deal. I thought.
Yeah, got
to stick to your gun sometimes.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That
being said, the toe box on this one's not as nice.
Dude, that's why I wanted you to pull both shoes out. That's why
this one's not as nice.
Why? What happened there, Nike?
Is that a quality? Like,
I wanted two of those.
It's still massive.
Real?
Yeah, it's real.
It's massively tumbled, but it's not as soft and like buttery.
It reminds me of my Royals. Remember the Royals?
Yeah, dude.
It reminds me of the Royals. You know why I'm not that mad though, or why it really doesn't bother me that much?
Why?
Because you can't really tell when they're on feet. When I was walking around, it's not something that really stands out or you notice because it's all white.
Huh.
So it's just like.
Sure.
Once your toes are in them, you're not getting this flex.
Well, plus there's not much toe box because you have all this like excess
midsole.
No Monday midsole.
Yeah.
Back insole. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 layers.
Just look at
of
that.
Midsole protection.
Look at that. That's just like a layer.
Oh yeah. Wow. So
what a crazy shoe.
When your foot's in it, you don't really notice that.
Sure.
So it doesn't bother me as much.
Your toes
Not
do.
to mention, this shoe was $140 retail.
That's not bad at all.
You know what I mean? So like, what are you really expecting? I thought it was, I love everything about the shoe. If there's one thing that bothers me, that would be the only thing that I would be like, this is the only thing I don't like. But it doesn't bother me to the point where I'm unsatisfied, where I want to sell them, where I got to not wear them or anything like that.
It would be the same thing for me. Yeah. I'm disappointed.
Exactly.
But if I owned them, I would probably just take more shots of the left shoe in this case.
Right.
Because the right shoe isn't quite as good. But the side leather isn't like absorbent quality by any means, but it's nice. It's really soft. It's a soft shoe, a little heavy because the excess midsoles.
Yes. Well, it's also size 12.
But yeah, it's a bozo shoe for sure. But a little bit of quality control issues, but as a whole, that's all that I see. I love the dual tongue. You're a tongue guy.
Oh, I love it.
Tongue guy is what makes outfits the fit.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I love the way they're laced up. The way I laced them.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I wore them around my house. I've worn them around I wore them the day I got them. I wore them just around the crib the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And loved them, dude. So absolutely loved them. My girl loved them too. She complimented me like 3 or 4 times. She's like, I really like those. And dude, I just had shorts on.
These are going to stand out. I think
I'm wearing them. I think I'm going to wear them in my suit for the wedding.
Sick.
Yo, AP, my man's getting married in South Dakota. He listens to the cast. Can I wear sneakers to your wedding? Is your lady going to get mad? Is your mom going to get mad? It's fashionable now to wear high fashion sneakers. This is a Sacai. This is a high fashion sneaker, the Blazers. So can I wear this with a navy suit to your wedding? Yes. I think I'm going to do a navy suit with a white button up underneath or maybe just a white V-neck. So AP, let me know, man. Let me know if I can wear these Sacai's to your wedding next week.
That's so weird that
completely different,
like that through.
Isn't that strange?
I just let JJ see the other toe box because he had the other shoe. It is really strange, but dude, I'll tell you, we may get some flack for this, but
it's like
the blazer out of this pack, no matter what color you go with, but the blazer out of the pack versus just the waffle,
blazer's
way better. I have the waffle.
I told you.
I still have the waffle. I haven't sold it yet because I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see those go up to where I can have $500 that I can pocket after taxes and fees, and I think it'll happen.
How much?
$500 after taxes and fees.
Wow.
I think I can get
so
that.
that's definitely the better pair to have if you're trying to make some money. This is the better pair to have if you're trying to rock.
Dude, this pair is this is really nice, dude. Really good pair. Very well done. The extra laces, the extra tongue. The midsole's a little overdone, but the leather is pretty soft.
I love that midsole. I have nothing like it. I have nothing similar.
No.
I've never seen anything similar. Like, I love that.
Yeah, that's Sacai.
And it's not like it's kind of going to come apart. It's like well made too.
Yeah.
It's like on there, dude.
You see some glue stains on one side, but other than that, dude, you see no glue.
For $140 shoe.
I think it's really well done. And then you got to have the gum.
I'm so happy that, yes, the gum outsole on the bottom. I'm so happy they dropped, man. I'm so happy everyone just jumped off these and didn't want them. And a lot of people don't got the swag to rock them. So
True.
That's what it was. Everyone copped them so they could resell, and then...
I don't know if I do, but I'll try.
Oh,
these
dude,
are
I
sick.
love them. I'm going to definitely get the blue pair, the North Carolina pair at at the price I want.
North Carolina, come on and
for all the guys in the gym, this is also the Fail Beast too. This is a killer gym shoe, apparently.
Oh, that's right.
It actually makes a little sense.
Fail Beast said this is a great gym shoe.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of lifters actually work out in
blazers,
not blazers, but wrestling shoes, and they're like really tall. They're high tops like this, and it kind of like mimics that same idea. So it's like if you want to have some hype while you're lifting, this may be the route to go. I don't know.
I just had to throw this song underneath because it's kind of strange.
It's a very strange shoe, but I like it.
Shoe is strange. The toe box thing is strange.
I'm a little jealous now seeing them in hand. Yes. Even if I get toe boxes that in no way resemble each other, I'm still okay with it.
I'm happy about it.
What if you get toe boxes that are exactly like this?
I think
both of them.
I'd still take it.
Really?
I hope that I get this. Oh, this is so nice. That's crazy. No, I'm happy, man. I'm happy for you.
With the shoe?
I'm happy for you. I'm happy you got the shoe. I'm happy that you're gonna wear the shoe for the wedding. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. AP, he's wearing the shoe for the wedding.
What if he's like, no, dude, no sneakers?
God, I just don't know if I'll ever get married. I don't know. Robin and I, we're still trying to. That's still the goal. But if I ever do, oh my God, I'm buying shoes.
Just for the wedding?
For my groom. I'm buying shoes. So,
I'm getting married in sneakers, and I'm buying sneakers for my groom.
I'm telling my people that they have to wear sneakers, and this is what you're wearing.
It's built into the budge.
Hell yeah.
Whatever we decide on, it's built into the budge.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to come to her with about 20 sneaker options.
Yeah.
We'll narrow it down.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah. Hey, babe, you want me to work on the wedding? I got you. Here's what I'm going to do.
That's what I'm going to tell her. All right, you could choose the suits. You can choose the colors. You can choose whatever. Just let me coordinate the sneakers with the suit.
That's it.
That's it, babe.
Not a lot to ask, right?
Not a lot.
I don't think so.
I mean, when you're strange, it's what you do.
Yeah.
And these are some strange sneakers. These, I put them on with the navy dress pants the other night. Dude, these are going to look
pretty fire.
Sicko mode. Yeah. Really, really dope. They look so good with dress pants. Like, they just look cool.
Do they?
Well, especially, I had the dress pants rolled up a little bit, too. A little pin roll. Fire. Fire. Feeling like LeBron walking into Game 6 and shit.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
My suit, my pants were a little too small. Strolling in.
Warming up a little bit. Getting the muscles warm.
It was tight.
Yeah, okay, PJ Tucker. Relax.
Exactly. That's what I felt like.
Relax over there.
Hey, easy. Yeah, so it was great.
Sick. Well, do you want to see my pair of shoes? I feel like it's going to be a huge disappointment now that we've seen these.
Dang, we should have done these second.
Yes.
Sorry, guy.
But your story, and then we had to bring them in.
I wanted to make sure I didn't forget.
I think they're sick. Here, I'll hand it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, what do you...
Man, I'm really, really happy for you, man. Those are tight. I'm glad that you didn't have to pay extra like you were going to have to. The story was good. The story ended well. Yeah. And you got the shoes, and you're going to wear them for the wedding now.
And I didn't have to go camp outside of my old job and try to flag the delivery man down.
Yeah. You actually saw the UPS guy that delivered that you bought snacks for. This is great.
Yeah.
You went to Pound Town.
What?
Pound. You got pounds, right?
Yeah.
You got pounds. That's what I meant.
You need to...
Not a sexual reference.
Get out of expand on that topic.
I remember when I was 5 all. Jeez.
Wow. Okay, after you guys talking about that toe box, like, what can we expect?
You guys got jokes today, huh? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I missed it. I'm going to hold...
Dude.
Okay.
All right, you know what?
Let's start with that.
Let's do that then, because
no one wants to see these.
What are these? I don't even know what these are. I don't even know what those are.
You don't? All right, cool. All right, then. So this won't be that much of a disappointment.
Listen to this guy.
Oh wow!
Dang, shots.
Jeez.
Nobody wants to see these.
No wonder why Ted. No wonder why Ted doesn't want to come on the cast anymore. JJ, jeez.
You're putting everyone's business out there. Look at it. Now people are going to think Ted declined us for the cast. I'm going to take that wrong. Well, I heard Ted doesn't want to go on the cast anymore, man.
Yeah, Stringer says Boost is dead. No more Ted.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The infamous, the world's smallest,
dude, no one can
super
see it. The cameras
soaker.
are right there.
I'm having you guys.
I know, but still.
Who cares about the audience? Jeez,
This thing went
LOL.
off the rails.
Yeah. Dude, the world's smallest Supreme Super Soaker.
Supreme Soaker.
Leave it in the package. What do you think?
Seriously?
Leave it in the
Leave it
package.
in the package.
I thought you had to
Seriously?
tell me that before you handed it to me.
leave it in the package.
Seriously?
Like, I am
Come
just
on,
a
man.
savage.
Oh, you were gonna savage
And
that
I'm
for
just gonna
sure.
start ripping it open.
This
God.
is the cast, for God's sake.
I
might-
want it in the package. I gotta keep it
I might
nice.
start ripping it
I'm a
open.
collector.
Come on, dude. You can just get another one.
What are we gonna fill it with? Gas like Eric Whiteback and shoot it?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
That's staying in the package because it's tight.
We need to give a full rundown of how it works.
Good.
You know, an interesting thing on this.
Hit me.
This is made by Hasbro.
Not Laramie.
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yikes.
Interesting. Do
Interesting.
you want to give me a breakdown on that timeline? I could give you a breakdown of that.
Who sent it in? The
Your
Philly,
boy.
the Philly Mayor.
Philly Mayor. The Philly plug.
He gave us. I wouldn't even have never looked at that unless the Philly Mayor sent us that this morning. Pull that up.
Let me pull that up
Share
here.
that with the audience.
Okay, let's talk about this here. So we
me
have
look too.
Super Soakers. Super Soakers started right in 90 and then came out in 91. So from 1990 to 1995, you had Laramie, who actually made the Super Soakers. Laramie, if you're our age or close to our age, not Stringer's age, but our age, in your 30s, at least, let's say, or late 30s, you're going to remember the company Laramie. Not that you'll remember the company, but you'll remember the models and the designs.
Also, the
Laramie.
name, like if you look at the logo,
Yeah.
if you, us saying it,
Yeah.
it sounds like what? What are they talking about? I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. But once you see it, you'll be like, oh, I remember that on the gun. I remember that logo on the gun because it almost kind of looks like LA Gear.
Almost.
It reminds me of LA Gear because the first letters are obviously LA, but then you have the bright neon orange Super Soaker that it's on, black writing. It just gives me an LA Gear vibe.
Sure.
It looks like that, yeah.
So from 90 to 95, you had Laramie making the Super Soakers, and those are the designs that, again, if you're in your 30s, are going to remember. They looked more of like a gun. They looked more traditional.
Yeah.
And
It just looked like a big shotgun with a tube on the top.
Yeah, or multiple tubes. They did that as well.
Tubes, yeah.
But then in
Pump shotgun,
1996, they changed. They went from Laramie to Hasbro, which is what this is today. Hasbro was known for Super Soakers, but they were the younger generation, and what I see when I look at a lot of those Super Soakers, just like you said today.
They were the older generation.
Yeah. They look very alien.
Yeah, they look alien-like.
Like some alien guns that you'd see in the Jetsons, or some of those weird, like they're the Tom DeLonge specials, right? Because Tom DeLonge's super into aliens, right?
Yeah,
It's probably why Blink-182 does not have the original members, because of that guy. But yeah, they looked very like aerodynamic and very just space age and not as cool. They're not the traditional designs that people in their 30s would remember.
Interesting. I wonder if we could put these charts up on the cast
That'd be cool.
so people can see.
That'd be
I'll
cool.
have to send you these, JJ. But the only thing is, these are like bad resolution. We need to look up.
We'll have to hit up the Philly Mayor and say, "Hey, dude,
Get original photos.
Just email them. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
hit
yeah,
us
that
hit us
too.
with the
So we can get
hit
them
us with the
full-
original JPEGs."
Full quality. Yeah, that's super sick though.
What do you think? What do you think about the small Super Soaker?
I mean, it's cool.
Are you in or are you out?
How much did you pay? $14?
Retail, yeah.
We can't even use the thing, man.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I'm out just because I don't need any more junk that's sitting around, bro. Like, I know you're going to be collecting it.
Yeah.
and I'm not. Like, the reason I have the Supreme Director's chair, I sit in it. I have the Supreme rolling tray, I roll weed on it. I have the Supreme Zippo, I use it to light my weed. Everything I have, it's functional for me.
Sure.
I just don't think I would need, I'm not saying it's not cool. It is cool.
Right.
For me personally.
For that reason,
Here's the issue I have, and it's not so much with this. I love the collector's piece, right? Like that BMW, the Supreme car, I have that. I have this, and I'll have the Super Soaker actual 50, and I think those will be cool display pieces. And plus it's nostalgia for me, right? I love BMWs, I love M series. I can never afford any of them, but those are cool accessories, and this is nostalgia. So I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds. Plus, I was a car collector. I showed you, I still have some of my cars. Remember when I showed you that box of them, and we dropped them, and you're like, oh, Dallas. And then there was Micro Machines in there. There was the regular Hot Wheels cars in there. I just had a mix of them. I still have those. Remember the ones that would actually put them underwater and they change colors?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Those are in there as well.
Yeah.
So,
and the wheels are all rusted out. They don't go very well.
I know. You're like, dog, these don't work so well.
Hot Wheels didn't think of that one.
Yeah.
They're like, kids are going to be having these in the bathtub.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jeez.
Yeah, changing colors in the bathtub, and now they're all rusted.
Now they don't run. You try to race them down the Hot Wheels track and they don't even go.
I'm not disappointed with this. What I'm disappointed with, and I didn't know, because I tried to reach out to Supreme. Yeah, right. Good luck. You can't get a hold of Supreme.
You tried.
Everybody knows that.
You tried.
But in the email, when it says, hey, your item has shipped, it says below, please note, orders with multiple items may ship separately. This is in the email directly from Supreme, because when I got to the crib yesterday, I was super pumped because I'm like, delivery, out for delivery, boom, delivered. I'm like, good to go. I can't wait till I get home. Nostalgia. I got content for the cast. This is great. I get home. I get the mini Super Soaker.
You got the 50.
Where's the other
mini
one?
50?
The mini 50 by Hasbro. Where's the other one? I'm trying to get a hold of Supreme. I'm trying to get whatever. I start looking at the email, like, it's shipped. It says it. I'm about to call UPS and be like, who stole my Super Soaker 50?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Who stole it? What do I have to do? I will find you. Like, you should play some Liam Neeson.
I will kill you.
Yeah. I've got a special something of
set of
training.
skills.
Yeah, set of skills.
Oh, yeah.
And I will find you.
I haven't seen
I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Or where you're at.
And I will kill you.
Find you.
Yeah, that's
I will
sweet.
kill you.
But that's what I was thinking yesterday when I didn't get my Super Soaker 50.
I would have the sound ready for you, Dalf. I would have known you needed that one.
Yeah, now we sound like a bunch of tards over here. It's tight. But anyways, that disclaimer, I saw that on the email, and then I kind of cooled down. And I'll wait for it today. But the problem is I can't check it because it was a part of the same tracking. So in theory, UPS could steal it. Yeah,
that's the worst.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't. I have no protection.
For that reason,
that sucks.
Did you think about that? Because your boy did.
No, I didn't think about that at all.
I'm trying not to think about it too much. I'm just hoping that after I leave the cast, maybe I'll text Robin, call her, and say, hey,
dang,
anything show up at the door? And she'd be like, babe, what are you talking about? No, nothing. How about you go mow the lawn?
I got 10 things.
How about you go mow the lawn? I got so many things for you to do. Does that sound great? Okay. But anyways.
Do you need me to go grab a shovel for you?
A shovel? Oh, no, man. Hey, I'm good. We had the best date night we've had in 6 months.
Yeah.
That's got to last me for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out on bail still, JJ.
That's horrible that you're just betting on that shit like that.
Oh, I'm betting on it because it's true. With an F.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Let's check out these sweet Ultra Boosts, man. Because JJ, we're not going to have old Ray J over here check him out because he says Boost is dead. But for Franchise and I think it's worth checking out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the Missoni Ultra Boost collab. Missoni, obviously, being an Italian brand. And I'd like to actually, as you're looking at these chais, I want you to formulate your opinion. But more importantly, I want to give a little bit of history on
lineage.
Missoni. Yeah, a little bit of lineage.
Okay. Grandma sweater going on.
So, yeah, JJ, okay, keep comments to yourself. You're grounded on this segment now, okay? Because you said Boost is dead. So
grounded.
Take that L on the way out.
Missoni is a high-end Italian fashion brand, house brand based in, I don't know how you say it, Varese. It's Varese, and known for its colorful knitwear designs. The company was founded by Ottavio and Rosita Missoni in 1953. So again, somebody also hit me up and said they have a lot of designs inspired by the zigzag cross stitch, which is pretty cool. So again, going into the knit concept, but they do a lot of knit stuff. That's kind of what they're known for. The wild multicolors, ingraining a lot of colors into their knitwear. That's kind of what they are. But again, Italy, 1953 established. Pretty cool. I didn't really know much about Missoni, until these came out. I do know that this collab is very expensive. It retails for $250, and You and I, like I said, you got to wait for the right price. As JJ says, Boost is dead. You got to wait. We waited. I finally got the right price. These were $108 shipped.
Wow.
And how they were that way was Adidas had them marked at $250, and then they were on sale from $250 to whatever it was, and then you had an additional 30% off of that. You got these for $108 shipped. It's a Climacool model. It's got some sick multicolor on the medial side of both shoes. Otherwise, it's white. So again, you're gonna get them dirty, unfortunately. But you know, super comfortable shoe. I really like them. And for $108, there's no more comfortable shoe on the market for $108. There's not. You get the ventilation that the Clima offers, right? You get the comfort of the Ultra Boost. You get the stability, the support. Plus, you're rocking two brands. You're rocking a collab. You're getting the extra white laces on top of the black. You just can't get a value like that for
without
$108.
a doubt. Nope.
You know, that's what I would say.
Marked down from $250.
Yeah. I was sad that they came in the traditional yellow Ultra Boost box. So it does say the it says UBM versus MI. Like, you couldn't get more creative than that. If I was going to pay $250 retail, let's say I did, right? Let's transport back in time, JJ, when Boost was not dead, to about 3 years ago. And I paid
to talk now?
Yeah, and I'm going to take you off the ground here in a sec. So let's take a trip back 3 years ago, and I paid $250 for this. I was happy to get them because I almost won to get them.
We're going
right?
back.
We're going back. And I paid $250 for this, and I'm getting the traditional yellow box. I'm pissed. I'm not happy.
Right.
Because I paid $250, I got a sick collab, and I almost earned the right to win this almost, because 3 years ago you just couldn't get Ultra Boost.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it. I'm disappointed in the box, especially with the high-end fashion company. What are we doing here?
Is this just Adidas giving up at this point?
I wouldn't say giving
they're
up.
probably really, really happy they didn't spend extra money on creating a premium box when they're down to $108
and still charging $250 retail, and having to wait that out. I think what Adidas needs to do is just go ahead and give Kanye control freedom, complete
creative control.
Yeah, creative control.
Really,
complete freedom just to do whatever he wants to do. I think
that a good idea?
I think that's one
where
thing.
His mental state's at.
It doesn't matter about your mental state. What matters? Yeah. God, I can't even say it. I'm getting so excited over here, and I just can't hide it.
He readjusted in his chair.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I just did. That's what happened. Okay. I don't know what it's going to take to save it, Adidas, but I don't think giving Kanye complete creative control hurts him by any means. I think, look at what,
it's just a risk at this
Yeezys are back. Yeah. People are wanting V2s again. They're E50 V2s.
This guy's going high voice.
Get out of here. So, I mean, I don't think that would hurt him at all. I'd like to see what that would do. And, he uses a lot of those neutral colorways, which I'm a big fan of. I don't like the new pink dick synths that Failby said he's going to send us here to the cast to see if we like them. But Adidas has got to do something, and I think it starts with lowering their prices. Nobody in their right mind is going to pay $250 for this shoe. I waited till it was $108 shipped, so I think you got to start with price point.
We've been talking about that for a while. Do you think it's somewhat to do with the Boost material that they price it that high? They feel like they can't go lower, or do they feel like they've just sold so many sneakers at that price that it's a valid price?
I mean, that's a hard question to answer
because it's supposed to be a high-end model.
Because it's a hard question to answer because Adidas is not the only one using this material now for Boost. Their patent is done. So you have Puma using this. You have New Balance using the same type of Boost
so Puma's
midsole.
Not using their nerds anymore?
Yeah, and Puma's not charging, $250 for a shoe.
Okay.
They're damn near not charging $180 either. So I don't think it's that necessarily. I just think it's an old school mentality. I think Adidas is just hanging on to what worked,
right,
and have not moved on yet from that aspect.
All right, here's what I'll say. I really like this pair's cool to me. It's not a pair I'd probably cop. It's just a little too white, but
not even for 108.
Well, I want the other ones though.
Yeah,
I don't want both. Gotcha. So I want the other ones,
kind of like an inverse.
The other ones are this cage, this cage, but just the whole shoe.
Everything else, and then a white cage.
But it isn't. But it is inverted, and the white cage is this. So it actually is inverted almost.
Okay. Say it again.
Inverted, like
the multicolor and this shoe are basically inverts of each other. So the multicolor is just this, whereas the cage on the multicolor is this.
Oh, you're saying on the multicolor pair, the cage is white? It has a white cage on the inside?
Just
gotcha.
like this.
Okay, gotcha.
So they're almost inverted.
So I like this Prime Knit though. It looks like it reminds me of a little birthday cake remix, bro.
Yeah, confetti cake.
Confetti cake, yeah.
Exactly.
Was that Trey? What was his?
Yeah, that's not the song. It's not even called birthday cake.
Trey Songs?
It's called birthday sex.
Oh, got him. At least I knew it was Trey Songs.
Oh my gosh.
These would be perfect with an
cake.
ugly sweater, man.
What, JJ?
This show, man. Good thing we're going on vacation.
Wow.
This show has lost all control. Like JJ would say, it's not a good idea bringing Kanye over because this show has lost all creative control. It's lost all control.
Yeah, it has. It's
I just said this would be great with an ugly sweater.
With for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's really Christmas colors, but I see what you're saying.
It's just like really like
I see what you're saying.
homemade sweater-ish.
Yeah, let me see.
Homemade sweaterish.
Yeah, I want you to put these on. I want to see you dancing in these into this music. You're so excited. I think so. I like them overall. I just wish I could have got the other pair in my size.
The other pair would not get as dirty. These are going to get turkey trashed.
Yeah,
sure.
they are. Yeah, yeah.
No
doubt.
Anything more? Sneakers? Super Soaker? Shoes?
No.
Shoes?
The jersey.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Let me show you. The off-white jersey.
Oh, the off-white jersey. The off-white?
The off-white.
Ah, cool.
Walter White.
Why?
1 sec.
Walter White.
Got some. Why?
Are you doing, I think, as he's getting his little jersey together here, I think, aren't you guys...
Little jersey, Dallas?
Oh, that's a big jersey.
Dallas, that's like an insult.
How is that an insult?
Whenever you put little in front of something, it's not good, Dal.
Yeah, we're going to talk about something I said not
we're
good last
gonna go
cast.
play some pee-wee soccer.
And I'm gonna apologize here a little bit later for something because I didn't mean anything by it. But sometimes when you go live for so long, you get off the rails.
Exactly. We'll get to it in the comments.
But anyways, it's a nice jersey.
Little. Back to little. You can't say it's a nice.
Little?
While he gets his, now he's got a nice little jersey here. If you pick this up and you were like, if I pick these shoes up and I was like, oh yeah, it's a nice little colorway. Yeah. It's kind of insulting.
I don't know. That sounds pretty
cute
good to
little
me.
shoes.
No, it doesn't.
If
Yeah,
you
those
s-
are cute little shoes.
There you go.
There
No,
you go.
it's by who says little. That's it. If
Oh,
you
okay,
said
little guy.
if you said, hey,
If I say, okay,
this is
little
a nice
guy,
little
take it
colorway.
easy.
If you said that, I'm going to take that as a compliment because you're black and white. It's like you're pregnant or you're not. Oh, this colorway sucks. You wouldn't say, oh, this is a nice little colorway.
I would never say
But
that.
if you did, I would be like, well, he likes them then.
I don't like
but if
that
other
in between
people-
stuff that can be
Yeah,
misinterpreted.
but if other people said little, maybe Stringer, I don't know. He's never really said little. But if he did, I'd be like, what do you mean?
what
do
if
you
he?
mean by that?
What? Okay.
What's that mean?
If someone says, "Oh yeah, he's a good little player," that's like insulting.
Little league shit?
It just made like if someone said that about Philip Lindsay, I'd be like, "No, that fool's beasting. He's not a good little player." What do you mean? That fool's a beast between the tackles.
Okay, fair enough. I could hear that. Okay.
You know,
It
it's-
all depends on who you say it to and what kind of context you put behind it, and how you react to it.
What if somebody said to you, "Hey, you got a nice little skill set on you"?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No. It's like they're surprised that you're better. It's like it's just under.
They were going into it thinking that you wouldn't be as good.
Yeah, it's like it's just it feels.
They expected you to fail.
They just put whipped topping on poop.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
It's still poop.
back to what you were saying. I got the jersey together.
Yeah.
While he gets the jersey together here, what were you
Anyway,
saying?
Oh, are you guys gonna do
going
some
to
like
take some
fit
photos.
pics and stuff or with this?
Yes.
We're gonna go take some
Sick.
photos because it is the World Cup is going on. They're going to be playing Friday.
JJ,
So hopefully,
stop giving all of our sauce, guy.
Oh my gosh,
Hopefully-
these are coming out tomorrow with the cast. So
Yeah.
calm yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Dude,
fire.
is it not the sickest? Oh, dude.
This is probably the coolest dude. I've owned soccer jerseys. My boy Muzz,
Yeah.
he owns Manchester jerseys,
Oh, really?
dude. He's big into it. So I had like a Barcelona one, and then I had a Chelsea one, I think, at one
Nice.
time. But dude, this thing.
It's the Netherlands guy. It's the Dutch crest up there on the top.
Did you know I've been there? I've been to Amsterdam.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, I did know that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was there the night that that Amsterdam won their match to be in the semifinals match, dude, for the cup.
Oh,
I
that must have been
had
nuts.
Heineken, dude, on tap, and it was seas of orange, man.
Seas.
It was so cool, man.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's my experience. But I thought I'd share
that's
that.
awesome. Yeah.
it was awesome. And
cool.
we got led back to our hostel by a drunk guy who was carrying 4 bottles per hand and walking his bike and leading us to our hostel that night. That's how Muzzy and I got home that night.
Nice.
It was sick.
Sounds fun.
Almost as sick as this jersey.
It's great, huh?
Almost.
I love it. Look at the Nike.
It's so lightweight too, dude. This is.
Look at the Nike logo up there, and look how in the light when you move it back and forth, it has that reflective, but the reflective is like orange to match the rest of the jersey. Super ill.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I don't think I can hide it.
And the cool thing about the jersey, I heard this about the shoes, is where if you see those like little dots, at least for the shoes, but if those little dots indicate where you're supposed to hit the ball.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's the same with the jersey.
On the off-white soccer cleats?
Yeah, but on the soccer cleats, there's specific little balls indicating where to hit the ball with your shoe. So.
Well, you'd be getting hit in the kidney in the back. I don't think I'm out. For that, I'm out. I don't want to get hit in the back on this ball.
He's talking about the shoes only. Not
I know. But if you're getting hit on this ball, on this jersey, that's kidney. I'm out.
Yeah.
And then the other side is...
That's the same kidney.
Yeah, that's the same kidney. That's the same kidney.
You're just hitting it from the front and the back.
Yeah. That's not good.
I love the bright orange.
I'm going to be sore.
The bright orange is the sickest.
It is. It really pops,
The bright orange on the checkered is so sick.
What shoes do you wear with this?
Sleeves are dope. So we're gonna take some photos in the new off-white checkerboards that I got. Just checkered on checkered joints.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna also do both pairs of off-white Vapor Max. Just to shoot in those.
Oh, sick.
Just to have them for some backup shit.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Do you
the Vapor Max, especially the off-whites, they kind of look soccer-ish.
Oh, yeah. I got soccer balls on balls.
I was going to
Can we
get
borrow
the off-white soccer ball.
Oh, yeah, you
No,
should.
I'm not getting that. I'm just messing around. I don't need that.
Yeah, that would be too
I don't need that in my life. Thing is dope, though. Yeah, so
that thing is nice,
off-white Nike soccer jersey.
Did you get a pretty good deal on it? Obviously, you paid resale, but...
Paid resale, but only $185.
What was retail?
$158, I think.
I love how this lettering just pops off the jersey like that. That's so cool.
It's embroidered super nice. Oh, dude, you saw the StockX tag. I saw it.
Yes, it's still there.
Nice.
So look at this.
Are you going to cut that off with your Supreme knife?
Yeah,
I would.
Of course.
Duh.
It's the only way I cut off StockX tags. Supreme scissors. Supreme pocket knife scissors. Dude, what size is that jersey, JJ?
It looks like it runs a little big. Does it run big?
It runs.
It is a large.
Yeah, it runs.
Yeah, that looks big.
Wide though.
Yeah,
yeah. So, dude, right now a large on StockX, the cheapest ask is $240. I got it at $185.
I'd flip it.
Steal.
You got to flip it.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of it. No, I think it's sweet.
I got to flip. Dude, I thought about it. And then I was like, I don't know. I might just sell a pair of shoes and keep it.
I would,
because it's so sick.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
When's the next time something like this is gonna happen?
Yeah, dude, that's a cool piece, dude. To have you don't have anything like it either.
No, I have nothing like it.
I think you need to keep it
for sure.
Sell a pair of GRs. I know you're the GR king.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got mad.
I used to be the mesh god, mesh
mesh
god. But you're the GR king. You should. Yeah, I mean, look at your Air Max 720s. You gotta.
I love them.
You gotta sell those.
I love
keep
them.
that.
I love that. I just like what I like.
Yeah.
But I do actually, speaking of that, I am going to offload some shoes. I'm going to offload. I got to get rid of those Climas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw your social media post.
Dude, I have to get rid of the Climas. They're 11.5. They won't fit. I just got to get rid of them. I think I'm just going to do those at retail.
I think that'd be pretty fair to anybody for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't make Climas anymore.
Right.
You have a relic now.
I shouldn't do them at retail.
I wouldn't.
I should walk that back.
Dude, just the fact
Unless
that
it's to
they're
Philly
a
Mayor.
Clima,
Since I got no job. What?
The fact that they're just a Clima alone, which means that's the only shoe. Like, there's nothing like it. So it's not only custom, but you no longer can make those shoes.
Hey, JJ. Yes, there is. This is pretty much a Clima.
Okay.
It is a Clima.
It is a Clima.
But I see what you're saying. They're not like punching out new joints.
Well, and you can't. They don't have my Adidas.
Yeah,
my
you can't
Adidas
get
is gone
those.
for now.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do in the future here, but yeah.
Exactly. All right, let's go to YouTube comments. We're way over on, or not way over, but we got we're on a good pace.
Before YouTube comments, we had a car. We want to revisit the car thing.
Good call. We need
good car.
We need to do the car reviews. Carlos was like, I think it was Carlos.
Carlos.
He said, if it wasn't Carlos, I'm sorry. I apologize to who it was, but he said he wanted to know what we thought of our cars after a few months now, and what we would give as far as a review on them. You want to go first, Al?
Sure, I can. I was putting my shoes back.
Screw your shoes.
Screw
I'll go
the
first.
shoes. Okay.
I'm just kidding. With my car, here's what I would say as far as the my car. Love it.
Yeah.
Love everything about it. It's awesome. It's a small, mid-sized SUV. It's not a huge SUV. I was able to get my couch in there when I got a new couch, so I was able to fit that in there. That was nice. Yeah. Cargo room's good. Love the tech inside. Love everything about the car, except here's what I would say. The gas gauge is weird.
Okay.
It's funky. I don't know if it's messed up or something. It's just weird. Sometimes I'll fill up the gas and there'll be 300 miles. Then sometimes I'll fill it up and it's 425. And sometimes I'll fill it up and it's 350.
Wow.
It's so strange. So I think something's just off.
I think your float. Did you know they have a float in the gas tank? That's what measures the gas. Maybe it's a bad float.
I know. Yeah, something's just off. So I'm going to get that checked when I go get an oil change next time because I do it at the Ford
That'd be
dealership.
annoying, though. It's like, do I have it or not?
Right, yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
So it's like, it says 300 miles, and then you're down to 0, or you're coming up on 0. You may still have 100 more miles, but it's not telling you that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of annoying. But so that's the thing. So that I would say annoys me a little bit, but I'm going to get that hopefully fixed and we'll be good. Second thing I would say on it is I notice if I get crazy on the gas and I rev on the gas really, really hard, that twin turbo smells like it's burning in the car sometimes. It'll get like a burning smell from the motor.
Inside the car.
Yep. And I did ask about that last time I was at the dealership. They checked everything out and they were like, nah, everything looks perfect in the motor. Everything's money. There's no problems. There's no issues. So that was the only other thing I would say as maybe a negative. Everything else, I love the car.
Yeah.
Love everything about it. Super, super happy with the purchase. Love the tech inside. I love the fact that I love how that big ass sunroof going all the way back is so dope, dude.
It's so sick.
My girl just loves it. That's her favorite thing to do is kick it in the passenger seat, chill out while I'm driving. She'll just lay back, open that sunroof and like tan. Just like,
and just look at the sky.
Yep, pull her shirt up a little bit, tan her stomach.
Yeah.
Laying there in her shorts. It's awesome, dude. It's great.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fire.
Easy way to multitask.
Yes, exactly. I'm just looking over like, yeah, babe.
Yeah, that's my girl.
It's tight up. So yeah, it's dope. It's dope. So she loves that. Sunroof is fire. What else is fire?
The speed?
Speed's obviously
Speed's
fire.
sick.
Yeah, motor's sick. But dude, it connects with the phone so seamlessly. It is awesome the way it connects to the phone. I listen to a ton of podcasts, sports talk radio, different radio shows. I have the Sirius on-demand app on my phone because I listen to certain stuff on Sirius, Howard Stern interviews. So if I'm playing a podcast or I'm playing something and I stop it in my house and I walk out and I jump in my car, it automatically connects to my car and starts playing right when I get in my car. I don't have to push a button, dog. Not play, not tell it to play, not anything. It just plays. Because as long as my phone, my Bluetooth is on, it connects to the car and just starts playing the last thing I was listening to.
That's cool.
So good, dude.
My 4Runner doesn't do that.
Yeesh.
Yeah. But you have more tech,
dude,
which I'll get into.
And that's something that
You got more bones.
because I listen to so many radio shows and stuff, it's like AirPods. I can't put a value on it. If I lost my AirPods today, I would buy a new pair today because the value that they add to my life is massive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I think of my car after what are we in? 6 months maybe?
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I got mine in January, middle of January.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's about where we're at actually.
Febby's full.
Your Febbies.
Febbies.
Webbies. So with mine, I'm really, really happy with mine. One of the big appealing features to the 4Runner for me was the rear window. That thing rolls all the way down. So I'm a big dog guy.
Way back.
The way back. So I love dogs, right? I'm a big dog enthusiast. I still haven't bought a new dog for me, but we still have my lady's dog, Zep, right? That being said, dude, I love nothing more than throwing him in the back with his dog bed so I'm not getting shit everywhere. So he has his own dog bed, slide it right in there. And then he just sits and chills, dude, with his head out that rear window. To me, that's worth the whole entire car. Just seeing that and getting that happiness that he feels. I can't wait till I have dual dogs back chilling out there, man. So that's really, really cool for me. And Robin, that's what she loves. The second thing that I had no idea buying this. You know, Robin wanted me to get it because she, you know, the dogs and the extra room, because I had a small car. So we were never taking my car anywhere, because if we're going somewhere, we're taking the dog. So we had to take hers. So she was sick of putting miles on her car, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, get something big so we can at least share some of these responsibilities, right? So that was her big thing. But the second thing, we didn't know this until she rode in it the first time. And we went over like 10 miles, right?
Yeah.
So an adventure at least 10 miles or longer. Robin gets super, super car sick.
Oh.
Dude, it doesn't matter what car. It doesn't matter.
I remember
It
that.
doesn't matter if you drive like a grandma. It doesn't matter if you drive like a bat out of hell. No meatloaf. But she gets car sick.
Just being able to feel everything on the road, or
she just gets car sick. I don't know what it is. What makes somebody car sick? I don't know. Yeah. It could be a lot of different things. But first trip in that car, she's like, yeah, it's all right. It's cool. We're driving, you know, and all of a sudden she starts looking at her phone, which is an absolute no-no. When you get car sick, you cannot look at phones in your car. Like, everybody knows the rules, and Robin knows the rules too.
Any kind.
And dude, she's looking, she's scrolling on her phone.
No.
She's scrolling, she's doing some things.
When is this?
The first time we rode.
Okay, first time
in that first 10 miles, right? And she doesn't even realize she's doing it. And I look over and I'm like, babe, what are you doing? And she's like, what? And I'm like, you're gonna get sick. What are you doing? Like, we had somewhere to go, you know. And Robin has.
Did you react just like that?
Yeah,
Wow,
well, because I didn't want her to get sick. Dude, I was looking out for her. Like, I was about to pull over the car and say, "Babe,
I think that was the next step. I got the vibe. Yeah.
Are you all right? You know." So and she's just caught off guard, and I'm like, "How the hell?" And all this thinking, I'm analyzing real quick and putting all this together. I'm like, "How the hell? What? How does she not know? What is she doing? Is she all right?"
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, babe, you're on your phone. We're in a car. We're driving. And she's like, it hit her. And she's like, holy shit, you're right. So she puts it down. We continue to drive. And she's looking, she's kind of testing the water, see how she feels. Like, I could see her. She's like looking out. She's
that was like
side.
Looking around like he just hatched right now.
Yeah. And but
like he's in a new world.
By the way, I've gotten in 2 accidents right now, doing this, but I'm watching her surroundings and like understanding what it feels like to not get car sick finally. And it's like a whole new world.
Whoa,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like some Aladdin, dude. Why'd you have that queued up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't.
But check this out.
That. Wow.
Long story short, she didn't get car sick. She hasn't got car sick. She can multitask. She can do things on her phone. She can do things in the car. She doesn't have to close her eyes. She doesn't have to. She can allow me to be. Jerry was a race car driver. He drove so goddamn fast. He never did win no checkered flag, but he never did come in last.
Yes.
But you can't.
I can
fast.
be me.
Amen.
You know what I mean? I can be me.
Hell yeah!
And she's not getting car sick. This is the first car she's ever ridden in that she can do things, she can be herself, and not get car sick.
Oh, so it wasn't specific to the WRX.
No, any car.
This is just, it's specific to this car.
Anytime that she is not driving, anytime that she's riding in the front, in the back, whatever, has no control.
So we can resume Blackhawk trips.
We're going today. Are you in?
I'm already ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
Shoot some fit pics. I think you had something this evening. Let's go after that.
Ready.
Okay. Sounds good.
Down.
So anyways, that was something that is brilliant. So for you people who get car sick, I would highly, highly recommend you and your lady, you and your partner, whoever, you and your mom, test drive a 4Runner, take it at least over 10 miles, and see if you had that same result, because there's a lot of people who get car sick, and Robin is one of the worst. She gets very, very car sick very quick. And this car, again, she can look at her phone, she can multitask, she can actually live her life like we all do and not get sick. So I think that was really, really cool. And we didn't know that going into it, but we found that out later. So again, food for thought. That's a pretty big deal, right? Doesn't have the twin turbos, has a little bit of lag, but now that the motor's a little broke in, and I'm not afraid to kind of put, because that first 1,000 miles, I'm going to kind of baby it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Break that engine in correctly, right? I don't need a lot of like deposits of engine, built into my oil and that kind of stuff, right? I don't want my valves to shear inside my engine, but
I never want the valves to
or my piston and valves to hit each other, that kind of thing. So
piston and valves are rubbing together.
That's what I'm saying, man. Rub-a-dub-dub. None of that for me. But that being said, it doesn't have quite the lag that it has now. The engine's broke in. I'm pushing the gas a little harder than what I used to because I'm not trying to baby it anymore. And and it's got a lot of torque. Man, that thing can climb a wall. So I'm really pumped on that. I have a lot of things to haul. I have hauling room, which is nice. And I've actually started to put some extras on it. I'm putting a new grill on. So I didn't buy the TRD Pro, right? Because those are like $10,000 over invoice. Nobody's going to pay that, especially except rich people here in Colorado. So I'm building this off-road, which is the third package in line to the fourth being the Pro. So I'm kind of turning it into that Pro for a lot less money, little by low, because that's what I really wanted. But again, I wasn't going to pay $10,000 over invoice. So I'm putting a new grill on, the TRD Pro grill. I'm getting the TRD rims. I'm getting the BF Goodrich KO2 tires, which are super meaty, makes it look really nice. I'm not going to put a lift on it. I did put the TRD Pro rack, which is cool, and I'm going to do the TRD Pro badging. And eventually, the only thing that separates it now from the actual Pro is the suspension. They use Bilstein suspension in the older models, and now they're putting Fox suspension. But again, I'm not that big off-road. I want to go places, but I don't want to crawl over rocks necessarily.
That's exactly with my SUV, what I tell people. It's not a real SUV. My thing is not for, like, going up on crazy, like you can go some trails, but you're not trying to do, mine should be high centered. Like mine's I have nice wheels on it. It's a city SUV.
It is.
It's like a kind of like a Porsche SUV, you know, a very fast SUV that looks sleek and nice.
Yeah.
That's
if
what
you need to go
is.
on dirt roads, you can, but not recommend it.
It's not made for any craziness like that. It's made for good comfort inside, a lot of tech, make you comfortable, and a good ride, you know, and it's fast.
So yeah, I would recommend the 4Runner for those type of things, man. If you have some motion sickness, that kind of stuff in cars, maybe try that out.
That's interesting, dude.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
a very interesting
it's a super cool finding.
Why it does that?
I don't know. It's just the way it rides. Robin actually described it as this, and I'll leave you guys with this, and then we should go to YouTube comments because we're effed here in terms of time.
Now that I thought about it, though, at least you don't have to work today, and we're not doing any cast next week. So if we go longer, people will enjoy it or they won't.
They'll still miss us.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I appreciate that. But yeah, so Dogmobile, the space, that thing can climb a tree, like I said. Motion sickness. One thing I would leave you guys with is what she kind of compared it to is like when you ride at the front, the very, very front, which essentially would be, what do you call that in the airplane? First class. If you ride first class or like the first or second seat past first class, she describes it as that, like riding in the absolute far front of an airplane is what it feels like riding in.
Does she get sick on an airplane?
No.
No.
Well, she can't if she's in the back. If she's in like the middle or back, so we always pay extra money to have to choose our own seats. So that is important to her. Turbulence is what creates that, though. It's not just the flight. But that being said, she describes it as being like really, really, really far up in front of an airplane because you set so high, and the viewing that you have on a 4Runner is super huge. So that's what she describes it to. So maybe that's why it helps. I don't know. But
interesting.
Yeah.
Wild.
That's what I got.
All right, let's jump into the YouTube comments here. We'll start out with the Philly mayor. Oh, dude, he's dropping some knowledge about the Super Soaker stuff, exactly what we were talking about.
He continues.
So, yo, what's good, homies? First off, sorry for your loss, TTF. Your friend has sounded like a great man. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you. Loved the wrestling talk. AEW's first pay-per-view was awesome. Loved the Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes match. Blood everywhere. Although it was strange seeing Dustin not in gold dust colors, but now in the red and black, WWE is not the same. I only watch it if it's a big event like WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble. Loved hearing your knowledge, though. Keep it up. Although, like I told you, you forgot Hulk's big boot, LOL, because we were talking about the moves.
Oh yeah, the moves,
dude. He had the leg drop, the boot, and the straight right or the hard right, the big right. That's what he called it. Just some fun facts because the guy on the last cast in the comments was right. Super Soaker was not the brand. Super Soaker basically started in Philly, so I just figured I would fill you in. Plus, I knew the guy that was one of the inventors, or who was the inventor's friend. Wow. Huh. This guy knows everybody. Philly Mayor getting Ted in after hours everywhere.
Philly Mayor.
No wonder. Screen name is valid. Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer, invented the power drenched while working on the NASA refrigeration system. In 1991, he partnered with the Philadelphia toy company Laramie Corporation. There you go.
Wow.
And in 1991, renamed it the Super Soaker, where the best ones came out until 1995. Mm-hmm. In 95, this is where you saw the Super Soaker's designs change to not good.
Not good.
I would even say below not good.
Would you?
Yeah.
Below not good.
Too weird, yeah.
You saw the designs change to not good from the classics like we remember. Laramie Corporation became a subsidiary of Hasbro on a 5-year deal that lasted 7. The name on the package was still Laramie Corp until 2002. After that, Hasbro took over the name on the packaging. This is where things became below not good in 2010.
Nice.
Below not good.
Hasbro opted to push the Super Soaker brand into the Nerf line. They introduced the Soaker Wars line of Nerf Super Soakers, with designs borrowing heavily from existing Nerf guns, and Nerf developed by Parker Brothers, and Hasbro also took them over. And in 2013, the inventor sued Hasbro for not paying his royalties in 2007 and 2012. And they were also awarded $73 million.
Wow.
Keep up the great work. Plug out. Dang.
Jeez.
Look at your boy. That's crazy, dude.
Did you hear him drop the mic?
Yes. That was good. I was going to ask if we should get a mic drop sound, but I'm a moron. We don't need a mic drop sound. You can just tap on the mic, and it's a mic drop sound. Wow. The things we learn here. Jay Nasty, the Mad City Madman, the most underrated motherfucking podcast.
Wow.
Get it, boys.
Hey, real quick, shout outs to Jay Nasty. He gifted me an undefeated license plate holder, and I just got it from him. And I just put it on the whip. So
it's already on the whip?
It's already on the dude. I got it instantly. I got it yesterday, the day before. I don't know. And I at work, I instantly got a screwdriver and then popped her on real quick.
Nice.
Thank you, Jay Nasty.
That's sick. Hell yeah.
You're the real undefeated, my dude.
There he is, Jay Nasty. Next up, the homie T-Mobile. First off, franchise. Sorry for your loss, homie. Somehow I've made it to 40 without losing any of my close friends, but I dread the day. Next, I just picked up the Adapt BB mags for $550. What do you think of that, Del?
That's a great deal. What size?
Doesn't say.
I can't say if it's a great deal then, but I feel like it's a great deal.
Where do you see these going? Do you think they're worth sitting on, or should I rock them? Like Dal said in the last cast, they're jumping in price.
Yep.
I'm just seeing what you think about where they're going to max out. I do love them and the story behind them, but if they're going to double in value, I could pick up something even better.
My
what do you think, Dal?
My dude, everything's for sale. So I'm with you there, but it would help to know the facts. We need to know your size, sir. Okay, to give you the correct info, we need the correct info from you. Okay.
He says, "P.S. I'm not really into them as much as I paid for them because I bought the 350s for retail and over doubled my money on those to get the mags. So it's actually in for less than that."
So here's what I'd say then, based off of that, not knowing the whole facts, knowing subpar facts, I would say hold on to them. If you're not that much invested into them, hold on to them as long as they're a size 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, or the bigger sizes. Man, by the end of the year, you should be having some good value.
There you go. Well said. Well said. I wish I could give you info on that, but Dal's the man to go to for that stuff. All right, next up, Dan. Captain Planet Earth, Wind. Yeezys. He said 700s aren't that bad, Dal.
Oh, they're the worst.
I mean, give them some credit.
Give them some credit. I mean, for real.
The 350 Black Statics, I got true to size 11, and they're a little tight. Insole out is doable. Half size up would be perfect. See, look at that. That's another person saying something different than what I'm doing.
See, and he's more on my lev.
And you know what I think it is? I think it's the smaller sizes are what you're talking about and what he's talking about. Anything 12 and up, you go with what I'm doing. Because I had a gentleman that hit me and was like, "Yo, dude, I bought a 14 and them shits are huge. I need to sell it now and buy a 13."
Wow.
And he's like, "Every other pair of Yeezys I have is 14.
Wow.
Every pair. And those are too big."
Must be.
He's like, "I'm flopping around in them.
I got room." 12 and up, true to size. Anything under that?
And that's just on the Black Statics.
Maybe more traditional.
Right. He continues, "I'm jealous that you guys have a venue like Red Rocks for concerts. I remember Dave Matthews' first live studio album was from Red Rocks. Do you guys remember, or do you guys rock with DMB? Happy 4th of July to all you fooligans." There you go.
She's got your dollar, she's got your chain.
I don't even know the song.
What song is that, Del?
Crash.
There you go.
Into me.
So I know
a little Dave.
You know a few of the lyrics.
Yeah, I like some old Dave. I like I eat too much.
Like this?
I drink too much.
Like
too much. Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
A little bit of this, Dave? Is this I eat too much? I drink too much?
Nope. It's not. Nope.
Oh, that horn section is.
I know. And the bass line.
What song is this, Dal? You know this one?
What
do you know, Dal?
What is this song called?
What's it called, Dal?
Hold on.
Dallas, come on.
I'm going through the Rolodex. I'm not the biggest Dave guy. And you got to say Dave. You don't say DMB. You don't say Dave Management. You say Dave.
Yeah, you just
I'm going to see Dave.
You're going to see Dave.
That's the rule.
My dad told me a story. He went to see Dave, and he saw Dave out in Michigan. Yep. And then he saw him here in Denver for the Mile High Music Fest.
Okay.
Same, probably about 5 months, I don't know, somewhere like 3 months apart, 3 to 5 months apart, somewhere like that. Saw Dave in Michigan, came back here in the summer, Mile High Music Fest. He goes, it was the exact same show. Down to, he's like, and it kind of disappointed me because it was the exact same down to the stuff he said to the crowd. There was a part of the song, there's a part of the song, one of the songs where he does like a little kind of breakdown and solo, and he does like, he's like doing this little dance. He's like, he did the exact same little shimmy dance. He's like, it was like robotic, down to the exact same movements, mannerisms, crowd jokes, everything was the exact same. It was, he's like, it was just, it just felt unorganic.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a bummer. But yeah, I don't know this. I don't know the song title. What's the song title?
It's Ants Marching. Okay.
Oh, see, I'd never guessed that.
Yeah,
we would have been here for a long time. We'd have had a 3.5 hour cast. Below not good. Give them some fucking credit. I mean, for real.
Oh, while this is playing, since my man rocks with DMB, we got to give Dan a shout out, dog. It's his birthday today.
Dan.
2-day Friday. 2-day.
All right.
If he's hearing this cast on Friday.
Happy 21st.
Happy birthday. Congrats.
21.
Look at that. My bro, Dan. Dan always adds a ton to the comments, man. That's why I want to make sure we give him a shout out.
Yeah.
Him and T-Mobile are homies, and he put T-Mobile onto the cast.
I think everybody's homies in the cast.
I know,
now.
right?
That's what
everyone
it
in
is.
the comments.
That's why I like this cast.
that's a good thing.
I'm telling you.
All right, let me fade out DMB there as we get to the rest of the comments. Let me see. Greg Brinker up next. What Colorado sports franchise, looking long-term, do you guys think is in the best place? Definitely the Nuggets.
Oh, hands down.
Nuggets, easy.
Nuggets are looking fantastic, dude, especially with the coming off of the injuries.
Yeah.
Of your boy.
Yep.
And then bringing Bobo. I'm telling you, dude.
Michael Porter Jr. not playing at all.
We have not seen the best of Bobo as long as he can stay healthy. I think the way that he landed in the draft, dude, in the first round, like what was it, second round, the 44th pick, and then the trade, that whole thing. Dude, I think he's got something to prove now. Obviously his father passed away years ago. But if he can stay healthy, that guy's got something to prove. He's gonna come in and light it up, I hope.
I think he needs to start his own.
Porter Jr.
Did he sign with a shoe company yet? Bol?
Not that I've heard of.
He should just start his own brand. Big Bowler brand.
Big Bowler brand.
I'll be here all week, folks.
That's tight.
Big Bowler brand.
Yeah.
No, but
I bet he's so excited.
In all seriousness, he is.
No doubt.
Between him not you're dead. Between him not hitting the floor yet, Porter Jr. not hitting the floor yet. What we did last year, the team we have, the nucleus, the core, all the pieces that we already have in place, Jokic kind of being the guy.
Yeah.
Bol, Porter Jr., these guys don't have the pressure to come out and try to be these young stars or be the star of the team.
Yeah.
Remember when we had Emmanuel Mudiay first came here? That was like that was supposed to be the next chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he didn't live up to hyper expectations. There's a lot of pressure. Not even close, So
they can take time to fit these guys into the proper scheme, and I think it's gonna be great, dude.
And you don't even
talk
need
about
a real
off
superstar.
the bench,
right?
Whew.
It's gonna be
we
fun.
already
to
had
watch
a great
Nuggets.
bench.
It's going to be fun to watch the Nuggets for years to come, not just next season, but they're going to be good, man. I'm excited about it.
I'd say give the Broncos another 2 or 3 years, and I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. But
give them 2 or 3, huh?
Next year, I don't know.
How about give them some
credit.
I mean, for real. I don't know. We'll see what Flacco does. I'm excited to see what he can do. The last 2-3 years.
I like Fangio.
You like Fangio?
I like Fangio. I think he's going to be good. I think VJ was just confused.
Yeah.
VJ was so confused, dude. The more I'm reading about, the more stuff I'm hearing coming out that I'm reading about VJ while he was there as the head coach, from players, former players, people that are still on the team, just how the difference is from Fangio to VJ. VJ just felt like he didn't know what was going on, dude.
I feel like he was a yes man.
It's super yes man.
I think that's what he had to be.
And he just, I don't think Fangio is that at all.
No.
Vic's got his agenda. He's got his coaches. I think you can't overlook Mike Munchak coming in, the offensive line coach.
Totally.
They're going to be, it's not, maybe not next year, but they got a good future ahead.
That's pretty close. Then I would say 3 years.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe 2 if you're lucky.
Give him some credit.
Give him some credit.
Give them some credit. I mean, for real.
Eric K. No homo. And I don't mind homos. Dow, Jesus. With the laughing emoji, with the hand in the face.
All right. So let me explain this here. So I lost a little sleep last night thinking about this.
Did you?
Yeah, because man, I don't judge a damn person, man. And I come from a very formal upbringing, where I didn't get to see a lot of races, creeds, ethnicities, just a farming community. But man, when I moved to the city, I took it all in. I shared and gave and tried everything and every experience I possibly could, and just ingrained myself into culture and
learn who you are, what you like,
and learned what culture is: good, bad, right, wrong, and different. Man, I tell you, man, when it comes down to it, I just love people being with who they want to be, and allowing themselves to be who they want to be in a world where everything is judged on likes and everybody, trying to fit into this scope of what this person thinks you should be. We live in a world where it's hard. This YouTuber that just passed away. Yeah. I don't know if you heard the news on that. How did he go? Atika, big into Nintendo, big gamer. I don't know what happened yet. I didn't read so much about that, but I think he may have even fallen into the trap. And he was one of those guys who was an advocate for his people, saying, stand up for what you believe and do this and that. So what I'm getting to is I apologize for that. I don't judge anybody. And there's a stupid slogan when I was a kid, and you would say, oh man, I really like your shades. I really like your clothes. No homo. And
or you call shit gay or whatever it was.
And we can't do that anymore. And I'm trying to be cognizant of that. And I think the moment I said no homo, because that's a joke.
I think you can do it anymore. It's just you're more sensitive of it. And if you're someone that doesn't want to want to hurt people's feelings, you're really trying to get out of that habit of. I know I've tried to get out of the habit of saying that's gay.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still
I'll slip up or that's retarded. I don't want to say those type of things. And that no homo thing transports me back to when I was 14, when you'd say that type of stuff and you weren't hurting any feelings. I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. I know I didn't with that comment, but the reason I have to explain myself is because we live in a very sensitive society, and I think we do. And this is just a reminder to me that we need to be cognizant of what we say in the platform in which we have. We're going to make mistakes, but that doesn't mean we feel that way. It doesn't mean we believe that way. There's terminology that we have used in the past that continues to exist today, but those things have different connotation.
Totally.
And how they're used and how they're said. Everybody's gonna look into that or see that a different way. And I meant no harm by that. But that's why I was so close to say I love homo. I love homos or whatever I said after that is because I do. I love everybody, and I didn't mean that. But when I heard myself say that, I'm like, oh my God, that could be viewed as something else.
It could be taken wrong. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I got to save that real quick. And by saving that, sometimes you can dig yourself into a deeper hole.
Of course.
And me, as transparent as I am, Doghouse Dell on bail. I'm back in the doghouse for that comment. I apologize. So I didn't mean anything by it, but thanks for calling me out.
I knew you did, and I knew
thanks for making me better.
And I think most people feel the same way. Yeah. But we're also not the type of cast, we're constantly trying to grow, right? We're trying to grow our audience. We're trying to grow with the audience. We're trying to provide you guys ways to grow and become better. We're constantly trying to get better. We're not sitting in a glass house. We're not saying we never make mistakes. I have made so many mistakes, it's not even funny. So the fact that we're not going to sit here and be like, well, if you don't like it, don't listen. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. That's just not the kind of show I want to do. I want to do a show where I'm able to look in the mirror and we're able to be transparent, able to be authentic, and able to show some growth over the years. By the time we're 400 episodes in, I would like to say that we're better than when we started. Not necessarily just better at the show, but better people. Yeah. So
I don't know if
I appreciate that, and I think the audience will as well.
I don't know if JJ can get any better though.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
What can you do?
Jinxers.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but never. Nothing.
Okay, all right.
I thought it was gonna be a negative comment, so I was expecting something.
Look, Stringer, everybody.
Stringer. All right, my man Dalton up next. Man, that sushi debate got intense. LOL, sushi burritos sound worth trying for sure to me. I was wondering if you guys have ever been to Illegal Pete's in the Denver area. I grew up and live in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area and had close childhood friends move to Colorado when I was younger. Since then, I visited Colorado a ton to hang with them. The burrito talk had me missing Illegal Pete's and some great drunken nights that ended there with the rock on emoji.
Nice.
Bojo's as well, drooling emoji. Great cast, guys. Enjoy y'all's 4th of July. Look at that. Appreciate it, Dalton, man. Appreciate it big time. So, yes, I rock with Illegal Pete's heavy. I used to live right down the block, so I would just run over there and get fish tacos and all kinds of stuff. So it was great.
I got a burrito there once. It's pretty good.
Dude, Illegal Pete's is fire. It was kind of the original Chipotle. It was it, right? And I got to stand up for Robin on this. Robin lived a long time in Boulder, so this is shout-outs to her. Pete from Illegal Pete's actually started the original Illegal Pete's on the hill in Boulder, Colorado. So shout outs to her. So she'll never let me live that down. I knew that from her. You know, so she takes credit for that. Like that's Illegal Pete's is mine. I gotta
shout her out like she dated Illegal Pete.
No. Because she lived there.
Used to date Pete.
Yeah, she lives there for so long, and she loves Boulder. Like she's like, oh man, Illegal Pete's in Denver. No way, man. It's original Boulder. So
she likes the Boulder one.
She likes the Boulder one.
She's a little bit snobby as far as the Denver joints.
She's a Boulder Pete snob.
It's like those people that do Woody's Pizza and Golden.
Yeah, totally.
The Woody's Pizza and Golden's the OG. That's the best one. You know, any of the other ones are.
Some people would say they're different. Like, it's the placebo effect.
Yeah, like the OG Chipotle's by DUs.
I'll definitely say the Cheesecake Factory downtown is 100 times better than the one down here.
How about this? Chubby's off of 38th?
Yeah.
Versus Chubby's over by your crib?
Terrible. Not even close.
Not even close.
Same thing with Maggiano's. Downtown Maggiano's fire.
Fire.
Lone Tree, terrible.
Yeah.
Worst. I don't get it.
Anything downtown is just good.
It's weird.
The disenfranchised.
All right, next up, my man Britton. Sorry for the loss of your friend. I've watched a number of classmates be buried since graduating in 03, including my cousin. Every time asking, wondering, and questioning why so soon. It's a tough situation to grasp and almost beyond our train of thought to comprehend.
Agree.
Life is just that, life. And when it's your time, there's no turning away from it. Make the best of every day. Make sure the ones closest to you know that they mean everything to you. We always take today for granted and think there will always be tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's tough times like these that you have to step back and realize tomorrow is never promised. Everyone keep being the best form of yourself that you can be, and my thoughts are with him, his family, and those who are close to him. Have a good week, guys.
That might be the best comment we have ever got.
Wow.
I almost cried.
Wow. Best comment we've ever gotten. Look at that.
That ranks pretty high, man. That was He was dropping some knowledge. He was dropping some sympathy, some empathy, some, hey, I got you, and here's what you can do going forward. This guy, is he a therapist? What's his name?
Britton.
All right, Britton.
Nice.
Thank you, man.
Yep. He also said, side note, the original Old Town Road in my mind will always be Bone Thugs and Harmony, Ghetto Cowboy, LOL.
Fair enough.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, dog. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you, Britton.
Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate you listening to the cast, man. Brandon up next. What up, fellas? Had to chime in on the wrestling talk. Been an 80s kid growing up with Warrior, Hulk Hogan, and Macho Man, straight into the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars. I considered myself much more than a fan. With that being said, as you said, franchise, the WWE product is completely stale. I went to Vegas for AEW to see the first show, and what can I say? They tore the house down. You went to that show? I'm giving you shots for that, and that's not good shots. I'm jelly.
The invite I didn't get.
Yeah, where's the invite?
Lost in the mail.
No, I'm just playing. That's sick, dude. I'm pumped you went to that show. That's awesome. What can I say? They tore the house down. With products like AEW and New Japan, WWE is in serious danger of losing a lot of the adult fan base. I still record WWE for my kids, but ultimately it doesn't matter if I watch it or not. The fact that Cody started this trend of leaving WWE and is friends with a lot of the guys that are still there, and they're offering things WWE is not, such as insurance, less grueling schedule, and more creative freedom, they're in trouble. Vince needs to get his hands out of the cookie jar and realize Triple H knows what's up, and just look at NXT. Appreciate the segment and look forward to more wrestling talk. Brandon. Coming through. Thank you, dog. I'm going to give you 2 shots for that. For going to the show and for the great comment. I totally agree, man. Vince needs to look at what Triple H is doing with NXT. That really is the future. And I guess, you know, the future is I don't want to need to say the future is now, because I still think there is a huge market of kids, and kids are the ones that parents will do anything for their kids. They'll pay whatever amount of money to take them to whatever show, to buy them whatever merchandise and gear and all this stuff. So it's very, very tough to just say we should throw out the PG product, because the PG product does generate so much money. It generates so much publicity with the Make-A-Wish and all the things that they do outside of there. So I get it, man. They're in a tough spot, but elevate NXT more, I would say. The homie Rowe, SWC 53. Dow, that hair with the hands in the face and the laughing emoji. Well, Stevie Wonder is awesome. Thinking before you speak allows you to have friends. You guys are killing me. Comedy gold. Keep it up, gang. Appreciate you, Ro.
We try.
Always coming through. My man Saint Skinner, yet another fire cast. Just when you think the cast can't get any better, TTF drops the WWE knowledge on everyone. I agree, the WWE doesn't want a next superstar. I feel the UFC is doing the same thing since Conor left. They want you to watch the sport. They want you to watch for the sport and not for an individual. AEW is giving wrestling fans, not sports entertainment fans, high spots and actual storylines.
Nice.
Keep the quality content coming. Can't wait for the Patreon. Bang. My man Saint Skinner, always coming through with the fire.
Yeah.
Landon up next. Crazy timing, man. On my way home from work Tuesday, I almost got in a car crash. A guy turned left in front of me, and as I was in the intersection, I hit the brakes and was able to slide around him. Then I turn on the cast when I get home and hear about your friend dying in a car accident. Makes you reevaluate things for sure, and just wanting to be more careful. Sorry to hear about your friend, man. Rest in peace. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna be hitting that funeral tomorrow for my man Aaron Phillips. That'll be on. It'll be on Friday in the morning. He actually has 2 services: one out in the city where he coached, where he had the high school coaching job, and then one in the city where we all grew up and went to high school together. So we're gonna hit that tomorrow, me and Vitzer, and it'll be, it's gonna be sad, but hopefully it's a good send off for him.
Yeah, no doubt.
The homie Carlos up next. TTF, sorry for your loss. Don't underplay your impact though, man. I gain something every single time I listen to you fellas on this cast. I get knowledge, I get laughter, I get to escape my day to day for a few hours at a time. You don't have to have kids or a family or any of that to deserve life. You guys help others in more ways than you know. Appreciate it, Carlos.
Right, man. That's
Thanks,
heavy.
dog. Appreciate it.
That's a super nice compliment.
No doubt, man. Super, super nice. I went to a show last summer and got to see Bush. I went to a show last summer and got to see Bush, Stone Temple Pilots, and Alice in Chains. Bush sounded amazing and had great stage presence, and so did Stone Temple Pilots. They were probably the best act all night. But Alice in Chains, who were the headliners, sounded flat as hell, and the drummer would hit the bass drum, and it sounded so flat and boring. But other than the sound difficulties, it was a pretty amazing show. That's dope. That'd be a good lineup to see. Thanks, Brady. Thanks for coming through, dog.
Yeah, that is a good lineup. Stone Temple Pilots obviously have a new singer, so it's hard for me to want to pay big money for that. Bush, the front man is the same, which is cool because the singer, you always want the original singer if you can. But the whole band is completely different from the 90s. It's hard for these people that are having 20-year anniversaries. I think Bush is damn near 25. I can't remember, but that 16 Stone album. But it's hard for me to pay a lot of good money for that, to see a lot of these people that aren't original anymore. But I'm glad you liked the first 2. That's dope.
No doubt. Next up, my man AP Aaron Prohaska, the one that's getting married, man.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can wear some Chucks to your, or some of these Sacai Blazers to your
man.
wedding.
Can I just come?
You want to come? You want to road trip it out there?
Yeah, that'd be sick. Where's it at?
South Dakota.
Ooh, maybe not.
Horses in the back.
Horses in the back.
Yep.
I got mine for sure.
All right, so he said, Dow, your old lady sounds like a keeper. Have fun in Vegas, and I agree you should definitely hit up Ja Sushi Burritos.
Jeez.
It's the tits. Can we hear Springsteen do an Irish accent? Enjoying the show, fellas. Keep up the great work. Look at that.
You won't even try?
Stringer, come on, bro. This guy's about to get married right now.
Come on, man. How about you go to Ireland?
I can't. I don't even know where to begin.
Just pick a word and say it.
A pint of Guinness. Guinness.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. I just pooped my pants. For
exactly.
Sure.
That's not good.
A pint of how do you say it? A pint of Guinness.
You gotta say like a sentence. Like you gotta say some stuff Conor McGregor would say or something. You gotta.
Yeah. Why couldn't you at least say what the fuck?
Why you gotta come on there and just.
Let's hear you do one.
I want to apologize. And I want to tell all the USC fans right now and Dana White that I want to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. That's Conor McGregor.
It's entertainment. Yeah. That's entertaining, but I don't know if it's very Ireland, but it's
I did my best.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess you got me giving one instead of Stringer, AP. That's tight. Cool.
AP, see you in a couple days.
Hey, jeez. You couldn't do that?
What?
You couldn't do that? Do you guys remember that? I
remember that. I was telling JJ, why couldn't he just do what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Because he says fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, you know?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Could have done that one.
Yeah.
JJ, let me play this for you.
Look, what's next for me, Joe? I'm going to get that second belt. Where the is it? They should have had them 2 belts ready. Spit shine for me. They're both in the octagon. It's never been done before. I'm sure you'll get your second belt. But listen, I've spent a lot of time, Joe.
Listen, Joe, I spent a lot of time
in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yeah. Yes! That's so good.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
That's so good.
Dude, that doesn't get you geeked going into the weekend right now, 4th of July? That ain't even America, and I don't care. I'm just fired up right now.
I'm retiring from all casts. I got nothing left.
I want to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody. That's so sick.
So good.
God, I just want to be a bad guy wrestler in the worst way. Gosh. That dude, I can see where he's coming from because I want to be that.
Yeah.
I just want to be the bad guy. All right, anyway. Eric Castro up next. Where's the Patreon link? Need my exclusive content, LOL. What is JJ's shoe size? Oh. Wow. Look at that. JJ, what shoe size are you?
12.
There you go, Eric. My man, E. Castro. Size 12. Patreon, it's coming, bro. We got the week off. We'll have the tax ID and we'll have everything in. I did not expect it to take this long. I would have never announced the Patreon 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. Next up, my man Thomas. In regards to the Yeezy pack, the Synth was the first Yeezy to release. These are going to be hyped in the small sizes. My wife, who normally doesn't even care about Yeezys, demanded I cop a pair. Look at that. So the Synths are going to be big in the smaller sizes for women, he's saying.
Wow.
The resale is going to be high in those sizes. If you're going after the Synths, yeah. Cop there.
Makes sense.
And then...
Does it make sense?
Makes sense. Good one. Nice one.
JJ finally got it. Oh.
All right, and lastly, my man Benjamin S. Joe Dirt in the house.
You win twice, brother. It's good bit.
That's you, Del. Joe Dirt in the house.
Yeah.
You win twice, brother. It's good biz. All right, guys. We are a little bit over time. Stringer, about 15 minutes over. I'm sorry, Doc.
Yeah.
Rip.
And I need that early tomorrow because I'm going to that funeral, so I got to get this uploaded. We're going to have some work to do.
Baby.
Here we go. We got some work to do, Stringer. We have some work to do. And on that note, I want to say thank you guys for tuning into the podcast this week, man. Have a happy, healthy, safe 4th of July with all your family, your friends, all the good people around you, the people you love. Make sure it's all good vibes. Kick anybody out that's got bad vibes. Don't let that shit ruin your mojo, man. And be safe. Everyone be safe out there. Safe travels if you are traveling, and have a good 4th of July.
Roman candles for everybody.
And on that note, we will see you fools Tuesday.
Someday.